National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Find stories that will inspire and surprise. Cooperstown is where your family and your friends can relive baseball's greatest moments and honor the all-time greats of the game. See all that the Hall of Fame and Museum has to offer and plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org.
Hey Skeeters fans, if you're a senior, 55 or over, we have a great deal for you. Join our Silver Skeeters Club presented by Advanced Hearing Center. Silver Skeeters Club members receive admission to 9 Skeeters home games, free drink coupons on game days, exclusive VIP events, and much more. If you're a Skeeters fan aged 55 or over, don't miss out on this great opportunity. For more information, go online to sugarlandskeeters.com.
Shut up and sit down.
Here on the pregame show with Skeeters pitcher Dan Runzler. Dan, you're from Santa Monica originally, played college ball at UC Riverside. How did the opportunity to play so close to home influence your decision to sign with the Highlanders?
Well, I didn't really pitch much in high school. I didn't start until my senior year, so I didn't have much looks until I started to get on the mound. And Riverside came at me pretty strong, and there's such a rich baseball life down there in Southern California with all those colleges, and they came at me with the best thing. And being only an hour and a half from home, that was something I definitely want to look into, and I'm real happy I did.
So you didn't start pitching until your senior year of high school, and then 3 years later you get drafted. How does that happen?
We had Andrew Checkitz, who's now the head coach at UC Santa Barbara. He was our pitching coach there and just a great recruiter. And Riverside's not one of the bigger colleges down there, so he looks at guys that he can help teach. He knew how to teach pitching. I didn't really know much about pitching, so I really had to work with him, and he got me to the level where I could be consistent and use all my mechanics correctly. So it's a big testament to him and how well he was a coach, and it's no surprise to me how well he's done with Santa Barbara and everything like that.
Did you, at any point in your previous baseball career, when you weren't a pitcher, want to pitch and you just never had the opportunity?
I think a little bit. I thought I was a good hitter, and then my new head coach there, my senior year, was Mark Gubazaw, who had 11 or 12 years in the big leagues, and he said, "You're 6'5" and left-handed, and you don't pitch." And he's like, "You getting any calls to hit?" And I go, "Not really." And he goes, "Let's go ahead and put you on the mound." So that kind of was an eye-opener. I always loved hitting. Pitching was always something I wanted to do, but never really did. But once he kind of pushed me out there, and then all of a sudden I started getting phone calls, so he knew he saw something too.
You were drafted in the 17th round by the Mariners in the '06 draft, but you did not sign, made the decision to return for your junior season. Why did you decide to turn down the Mariners' offer and return for your junior year at UC Riverside?
There was a few different reasons. I had a great team coming back. I knew we had guys who were coming into our fourth year, third year guys, and the Mariners did a great job of trying to get me to go, but I thought I still had some unfinished business left at Riverside, and ended up working out. We ended up winning the conference, and we had 8 or 9 guys drafted from that team, and a few guys to the big leagues. Mark Zepchinski, Joe Kelly was on that team, so we had some really good arms, great guys, and I'm happy I ended up going back.
The very next year, you're drafted in the 9th round by the Giants. How excited were you to be drafted by San Francisco and have an opportunity to play pro ball in your home state?
Well, I've told this to a lot of friends. I was a huge Dodger fan growing up, so when I got drafted by San Francisco, took a lot of razzing from friends and family and whatnot, but the fact that they gave me an opportunity and treated me so well and gave me the opportunity to pitch in the big leagues for my first time and all that good stuff, nothing but great things to say about it's a first-class organization. Talking
with former San Francisco Giant Dan Runzler, you made your major league debut on September 4, 2009 with the Giants. What do you remember about that day in Milwaukee?
I remember batting practice, walking out and looking up and seeing 3 decks and being a little bit like, wow, okay, this is it. And batting practice was never more fun to shag baseballs before the game. And then warming up in the bullpen, I think they told me to get going, and I think I threw 2 pitches, and they asked me how I was. I said, I'm ready to go. The adrenaline was through the roof. Jogging in was very, very surreal, just kind of taking it all in. But once the warm-up pitches ended and I threw that first pitch in there for a strike, everything got back to the game. It's just baseball, but it's definitely something I'll remember for the rest of my life.
Helped the Giants win that game in a 3-2 win in his first major league game. In the minors in 2009, you had an 0.67 ERA, earned the call-up, ended up pitching 11 games in the majors in 2009, finishing the season with San Francisco with a 1.14 ERA. How are you able to continue the tremendous success you had in the minors once you got called up to the big leagues?
I think I just kept it simple. I had great coaches along the way, and one of them, Steve Klein, who's still there, just told me the game's the same. It hasn't changed. They don't need you to throw harder or be better. They just need you to be consistent, be yourself. They're calling you up because of who you are. So I took that in, and I just kind of attacked people and just kind of took it one game at a time, one pitch at a time.
You go into spring training in 2010. You guys were coming off of an 88-74 season. How confident was the team that you were going to be very, very special in 2010?
I think it was good. We had a great group of young guys, rookies like myself, Buster Posey, Bumgarner, veterans like Aubrey Huff. We had Pat Burrow come along, guys who had just Zito, guys who had been Matt Cain, Tim Lincecum. When you have guys like that who just are professionals from day in, day out, day one, it was just, we knew we had something special. We knew that we weren't the team that was going to bop homers and do all that stuff. We all needed to do our part, and everyone checked their ego at the door, and I believe that's the reason why we did what we did.
You threw in 41 games during that championship season. What was it like to be a part of that season, bringing San Francisco their first title, and what is the time their first title in 56 years?
It was, that's another experience you'll never forget. You know, your first full season in the big leagues, winning the World Series. You think that guys wait their whole careers and never get there, or even have a chance to, and I get to do it my rookie year. It was something that was extremely special. It was just an extraordinary group of men, from the coaching staff, the front office, the guys in that clubhouse. That's a team that will always be dear to me, and something that we'll always have that no one else can take from us.
You guys ended up winning 3 titles in 5 years. After not winning for 56 years, when you win the first one, how much did that really boost the team's confidence going forward? You went into spring training that next year and eventually winning it again in 2012.
I think confidence is contagious. When you do it, as a young group or as a group with a great mix, and when you have those guys in the clubhouse that know when we go through struggles during the year, no one's going to panic. Like, we're still a good team. We got to just play better baseball. We knew that the panic button was never pressed. And when you have those guys that just come to the field every day ready to win, and the confidence just is contagious from one guy to the next. If one guy couldn't get the job done, the next guy came in and did it. It was all at the helm of Bochy, who was just one of the best managers I can talk about.
World Series champion Dan Runsler here on the pregame show. You just mentioned Bruce Bochy, former Astro. What was it like playing for him, and what made him one of the best managers you've ever played for?
He's a guy who keeps it calm the whole time too. There was no panic with him, and he's a former catcher, and those guys somehow make the best managers because he gets to see the game from a completely different vantage point. And he kept us all calm. He loves pitchers. He knew how to run a bullpen. He knew how to keep us going and looking one day at a time, not looking too far in advance or too far behind. So we just, having him there with us, keeping that calm and presence around the clubhouse, it was something that was really special.
You're able to work your way back to the big leagues last season with the Pirates. What did it mean to you, to be able to get back in the big leagues after not pitching for 5 years?
I mean, it was a testament to a lot of things. It was just a lot of hard work, a lot of never giving up, a lot of believing in myself and believing in my abilities, and knowing that if I went out there and pitched consistently, I still have the chance to be among some of the elite in the game. And I still feel that way. And I just, like I said, I have great family support system with my wife and kids at home, my parents, her parents. It's just I have a great support group around me, so they just right behind me the whole way, and they've went through the trenches with me too. So it was a testament to all that. It was kind of a big culmination there.
Kind of talking about your career as a whole now, what kind of impact has former major leaguer Steve Klein had on your career?
Yeah, he was the guy that got me going once I got to pro ball. I had my first full season of minor leagues. Wasn't very good. It was a lot of ups and downs, and he got to me, and I'm not a big mechanics guy. He told me we got to flush the mechanics stuff. We need to just worry about competing. And once I got through that, and I was able just to go out there and it was me against the hitter and not have to worry about all the other stuff, it was really something that was good. And I have a feeling he's going to be a big league pitching coach someday too. And for a 12-year left-handed MLB veteran to take you under his wing when he was my pitching coach, I would be stupid not to listen to him. And I'm very fortunate that he was there for me.
This is your third stint now in Sugarland. You're able to work your way back into affiliated ball and eventually the big leagues. What is it about the Atlantic League you think that helps you get back to where you want to be?
I mean, there's an absolute immense amount of talent in this league from all teams. And so when you see guys that are grinding, you got younger guys, older guys, mix of guys, a lot of guys with big league time, a lot of guys with extensive minor league careers. You just know that the competition's there, and all you need to do is be consistent, and there's always eyes watching you, and if you're not, you're always pitching for somebody out there, And so if you can keep that in mind and go one day at a time, I think that's the best route. But the Atlantic League is really good for that, for opening eyes.
That was Skeeters pitcher Dan Runsler on pregame show. Back here in a moment.
Hey Skeeters fans, have a worry-free kids birthday party here at Constellation Field. You and your guests will have everything you need, including access to our picnic plaza, pool, food, cake, and so much more. The birthday child will be able to throw out the first pitch, get a jersey with their name and number, and we will sing happy birthday to them on the dugout. Join us at Constellation Field, where we will do all the work so you can enjoy the game.
Are you buying or selling a home in Longmeadow Farms, Aliana, Waterside Estates, Pecan Grove, New Territory, Greatwood, or Harvest Green? Depend on Kim Halstead and Coldwell Banker United Realtors at 281-777-1907. A multi-million-dollar producer and Fort Bend County real estate expert, Kim is uniquely qualified with a proven track record of success and almost 20 years of satisfied customers. Kim Halstead and Coldwell Banker United Realtors, 281-777-1907.
Kids 12 and under get in free for every Wednesday home game this season at Constellation Field. Tickets are only available by calling the Skeeters box office at 281-240-4487 or 240-HITS, or visit the TDECU box office at the ballpark or online 24 hours a day at sugarlandskeeters.com. Gates open an hour before scheduled game times. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
We are La Casina.
Where can you go to beat the heat and enjoy some wonderful shade trees on the finest deck in Fort Bend? The answer is Dry Creek Social Club. They offer a large selection of craft beers, fine wines, and handmade cocktails. Relax and enjoy yourself indoors or outdoors. They also have a large dance floor and feature live music and a great atmosphere. Conveniently located nearby at 3333 FM 359 between the Swinging Door and Pecan Grove.
Come on over, 832-471-6668 for more information.
Every Saturday home game at Constellation Field will feature a giveaway or a post-game concert for fans in attendance. Giveaway nights include such items as hats, Swats and Star Wars bobbleheads, a Tracy McGrady bobblehead, and much, much more. While the post-game concerts feature artist 80s sensation The Spasmatics, country bands with Roger Krieger and Jack Ingram, and even a Jimmy Buffett cover band. For a full lineup, visit SugarlandSkeeters.com for more information. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
Welcome back to Constellation Field. Time to take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Road Warriors. Anthony Ray will lead it off. He'll be in center, batting second. Octavio Martinez, he'll be at short. At third, batting third, Edwin Garcia, the cleanup hitter, and first baseman, Jose Ruiz. In left, it's Alfredo Silviero. He'll be batting fifth. Batting sixth, Jorge Fernandez. He'll be in right. Geraldo Valentin is the DH, bats seventh. Melvin Rodriguez bats eighth. He'll be at second. And catching, batting ninth, Isaac Wainrich.
And in left field for Sugarland will be Courtney Hawkins. Manning center is the man himself, Anthony Jansanti. Dennis Phipps back in right field, and Kyle Kubica back at third base. Alvaro Rondon at shortstop. Colin Walsh at second base. Derek Norris, the first baseman tonight. Albert Cordero is catching Brett Marshall.
Marshall 2-2, a 4.83 ERA. This will be his ninth start of the season. So far, 41 innings, 34 strikeouts, 22 walks, 47 hits. Last time out, really the big blemish on his resume the entire year. He's pitched well except the last time. 5 innings, 13 runs, 11 earned, 14 hits, 3 walks, 3 Ks, 114 pitches. First pitch here is outside, ball 1, 1-0, and we are underway. Game 3 of a 7-game series, also Game 3 of a 7-game homestand. The two teams have split the first 2. Swanee is low and in, ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. Marshall's big bugaboo, the walks, 22 in 41 innings. So you're talking about a walk every other inning. And if you went 9 innings, you're talking about 4, 5 walks per game, a little bit too high. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. The 2-1 by Marshall, who works extremely quick as this one is hit into right field. Long run by Phipps, reaches up and hauls it in, going towards the wall. Nice play by Dennison Wright.
Yeah, Anthony Ray got a hold of that one deep to right field, just shy of the warning track. Dennis Phipps reaching up with his left hand, making that grab. And Phipps, a guy that is DH more often than not, showing off the skills in right field right there.
I didn't know he had that kind of speed. Really tracked the one down. I'll bring in Octavio Martinez with 1 out and none on. Just underway here. Ira Lehman along with Will Scott. Martinez 210, 3 home runs, 11 RBIs. A little more on Marshall. He is 6'1", 195, 28-year-old Former big leaguer with the Yankees, originally selected by New York in the 6th round in 2008 out of Rosales Sterling High School here in Baytown, Texas. 1 ball and 1 strike the count here to Martinez. Marshall, an extremely quick worker, so I'll have to work quickly as well. Well, Marshall, no record of .350 ERA in 4 home starts. 18 innings compared to the road. He has a .587 ERA in 23 innings. This one is outside. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Marshall tied for 9th in the Atlantic League with 34 strikeouts and is 12th with 41 innings pitched. So he gives you a lot of innings. Also 3rd most walks with 22. 2 balls and 2 strikes now the count here to Martinez. Part of 1 season in the big leagues with the Yankees. No record of .450 ERA. Made his debut on May 15th of 2013. Minor league career numbers 40 and 48. A .449 ERA. Spent time in the minor league systems with the Reds, the Cubs, the Rays, the Rockies, and of course the Yankees. This one is back up the middle, past Marshall into center field. That one right over the mound and right over second base. That'll be the first hit here against Brett.
Yeah, Marshall just missed that one. He went down, tried to stab it with his left hand, and got right past him through the hole, and it's going to result in a single for Martinez.
Well, in steps Edwin Gomez. Gomez 259, 3 home runs, 8 RBIs. Marshall's really his best start of the year. It was his 3rd start, and that was on Long Island. He picked up the win, went 7 innings, allowed just 1 earned run, 4 hits, a walk, exactly 100 pitches, and 71 for strikes, and he was just absolutely dominant. This one is a little low, 1 ball and no strikes to count. Umpires for today, Chris Cervantes calling balls and strikes behind the dish. Mike Dolorantis is at first, and Ken Leventhal is the 3rd base umpire. Cordero sets up inside, and this one is swung and chopped foul. Off the plate, rolls out towards first baseman Derek Norris. As Dino getting first with the early morning game after catching last night. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. No score here, top of the 1st. Skeeters trying to take hold of this series, take the lead at 2-1. Super splash day here. A little bagels and baseball. Thank you very much for the bagel, by the way. Well done, sir. That's a real broadcast partner. Gets me the everything bagel.
Well, I got to bring you bagels for 11 a.m. games.
Yeah,
What, a sesame bagel today?
No, it's an everything bagel.
Oh,
that's everything.
That's right.
Sesame, garlic, poppy seeds, hence the name. They set up outside, and the 1-1. This one is a strike on the outside corner. 1-2 the count.
You would have disapproved of my bagel choices today.
Would you get blueberry with strawberry cream cheese?
No, blueberry with regular cream cheese, thank you very much, and chocolate chip with regular cream cheese.
So you had 2 bagels.
Yes.
You're like Mr. Carb. The 1-2, swung out and missed, strike 3. First K of the day, and there is 2 away. Nice pitch by Marshall. The bottom fell out of that one. Well, 2 outs, 1 on. Jose Ruiz, the cleanup hitter, just signed by this team. Only 1 at bat. He is 0 for 1.
Actually started the year in the Mexican League, hit .238 in 20 games, and this is just his 2nd game with the Road Warriors. Just 1 at bat all season. That was last night, like he said. He struck out.
What was that line from Major League with Jake, the catcher, says, hey, what are you doing here, Jake? Yeah, I couldn't cut it in the Mexican League. First pitch here, a strike. So far, Marshall off to a good start. 14 pitches now for Brett, 9 of them for strikes, just 5 balls, so almost a 2-to-1 strike-to-ball ratio. They set up away, and this one off the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike to count.
Well, Ruiz did very well in the Mexican League last season, hit .302 with 17 home runs and 70 RBIs in 105 games. He actually spent his last 4 seasons in the Mexican League.
The 1-1, this one in the dirt, smothered by Cordero, 2-1. The book on Marshall, fastball 88 to 91, a changeup, a curve, a slider, a cutter, and a sinker. So 6-pitch arsenal for a starter. That's pretty unbelievable. Usually 4 or 5 pitches tops. 2-1 the count here to Ruiz. To the left-hand hitter, very straight up stance. I'm trying to think who this reminds me of. And now Ruiz asks for timeout. You might see a lot of batters do that today against Marshall. He works extremely quick, and if you're a hitter, you want to break up that rhythm, especially if he gets ahead. The 2-1, this one low and in, 3-1. It's a right-handed version. It's a left-handed version of somebody. I'm just trying to think who that somebody is. Oh, wow, I think Tony Batista. No, not Batista. Encarnacion.
Oh,
yeah. His stance. This one, high ball 4. So a walk already here in the first from Marshall. Third in the league in walks, and that is not what he wanted to do. So now 2 on with 2 out for Alfredo Silveiro. So Martinez goes down to second. Ruiz on at first with the walk. Silveiro in left. Bats from the right side. 231, 5 home runs, and 16 RBIs. No score here in the top half of the first inning. But the Road Warriors threatening with runners on first and second and 2 down. Righty-righty matchup from Marsh. First pitch swung and missed. Looked like the slider there, low and away. Oh, no balls and 1 strike to count. Well, this morning game, meaning it's going to get hotter as we go along. Right now it is 89 degrees with a south-southwest wind that's at 9 miles an hour, so it's blowing in from right center field. Well, they say it feels like 99 with the humidity, which is 55%, but by the time this one is over, it's going to be about 94 degrees. 1 ball and 1 strike to count here to Silveiro. Marshall kicks, fires, and this one swung and a miss. Chased a high outside fastball, and now Marshall ahead, 1 ball and 2 strikes to count.
Have we hit triple digits?
Not for a game yet. Been close.
Wow.
We've had a 99-degree day, but not yet for a game.
It's fantastic. Getting into late June.
The 1-2. There go the runners. This one swung a hit towards short, right at Rondon. The only play at first in time, and good thing because Martinez around third. A good throw by Rondon ends at 6-3 in the putout. That'll do it. So Marsh gets into a little trouble, but pitches out of it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 men left on base. Road Warriors do not score here in the top of the first. Skeeters coming to bat for the first time when we return.
Has your home or commercial insurance claim been denied or underpaid? At Morgan Elite Specialist Services, we know that the insurance claim process can be stressful. Our public adjusters have the experience to make this process as smooth, easy, and comfortable as possible, so you can get on with enjoying the things you're protecting. Learn more by visiting us online at messtx.com. That's MESSTX.com. Or call us today at 855-445-3404. We truly look forward to meeting you.
Hi, this is Ira Liebman, voice of the Sugarland Skeeters. I'm here to tell you about our brand new Skeeters Speakers Bureau. Make your next occasion special by inviting one of our outstanding Skeeters players, coaches, or front office staff as a guest speaker. If you'd like to schedule an appearance for your club meeting, sports banquet, or any other group outing, go online to sugarlandskeeters.com and click on the Speakers Bureau link under the Community tab. Hope to see you soon, and go Skeeters!
Spring Free Trampoline. The perfect way to go outside and be active. Your family will enjoy the thrill of a trampoline that keeps them safe and engaged all year long, right in your backyard. Visit us in Katy or online at www.springfreetrampoline.com. Smart in safety, smart in quality, smart in innovation. Spring Free Trampoline.
Bottom of the first inning. Time to take a look at the starting lineup for your Sugarland Skeeters. Colin Walsh will lead it off. He'll be at second, and right Dennis Phipps bat second. Batting third, Albert Cordero. He'll be doing the catching. Cleanup hitter and DH Matt Chavez. And first, Derek Norris bats fifth. Kyle Kubica is at third, batting sixth. Courtney Hawkins in left bats seventh. Batting eighth, Anthony Jansanti. And batting ninth, shortstop Alvaro Rondon. First pitch is a strike on the inside corner. No balls and 1 strike to count. And no score here in the bottom of the first. Skeeters batting here for the first time against lefty Kelvin Villa. This one is a strike on the outside corner, and the switch hitting Walsh is down. No balls and 2 strikes here. The switch hitter batting here from the right side against the southpaw. This one misses off the outside corner. 1-2 to count. Villa, quick worker like Marshall. This game could be over in an hour and 39 minutes. The 1-2. Fastball misses outside. Good eye by Walsh. Those are two tantalizing pitches that he laid off of. Down 0-2, now 2-2. Hot, humid day. Villa goes to the rosin bag on the back of the mound. Villa, one of the original Skeeters, still remaining. Was with the organization in 2012 in the inaugural season. This one in the dirt. Now 3-2 strikes.
He was also the only member of these Road Warriors that was on the original Road Warriors team in 2011. How about that?
That was just before the Skeeters came into the league, so they disbanded after Sugar Land entered the Atlantic League. This one high and outside, ball 4. Bad walk by Villa, had Walsh down 0-2 and walks the leadoff man. Both of these pitchers walk a lot. Villa is 9th in the league in total walks with 14.
In left field for the Road Warriors will be Alfredo Silviero, and centers the leadoff hitter Anthony Ray. Jorge Fernandez in right. Edwin Gomez at third base. Alvaro Martinez at short. Second base will be Melvin Rodriguez. First base, Jose Ruiz, just his second game with the team. Isaac Winrick behind the plate, and Kelvin Villa, of course, on the mound.
The southpaw looks at first but comes home. This one is low and away. 1-1 strike to count. Phipps comes in .316, 5 home runs and 14 RBIs. Villa looks at first, delivers high and outside 2-1. Not a good strike to ball ratio. So far 9 pitches, only 3 of them for strikes, 6 for balls. So a 2-1 strike to ball ratio in reverse. No score here, bottom of the first. Villa is 32 years old, 5'10", 170 from the Dominican Republic. Signed by the Braves originally in 2004 as an amateur free agent out of the Dominican Republic. Last 3 starts, 0-2 with a .360 ERA. 15 innings, 12 strikeouts, but 7 walks, and allowing 17 hits. The 2-2. This one low and away. Ball 3, 3-2. Second straight full count here. Villa is ready from the stretch. First, he'll go to first. Walsh back easily standing up.
Villa spent 4 seasons in the Braves organization and 2 with Kansas City. Reached AA with both organizations.
Swan and fouled into the screen. Walsh was on the move on the 3-2 with nobody out. We talked about that yesterday. Pete Cavilla did not do hit and run with 3-2 with nobody out, doing it here in the first. Mixing it up a little bit.
Kyle Walsh had a great jump right there, too.
Payoff pitch here by Villa. High and outside, ball 4. And Villa has walked the first 2 batters he has faced. And that's going to get himself into a bit of trouble here in the first. So 2 on, none out for Albert Cordero.
14 walks and 37 innings coming into this one for Villa. Starts this one out with back-to-back walks. Skeeters in business early. Cordero coming up right now.
I mentioned in the pregame show, 5 of the Skeeters hitters in this lineup have not hit well over the last 10 games. Cordero, one of those guys, 6 for 43, a 140 mark over his last 10. But Walsh, Cordero, Norris, Kibitza, and Hawkins, a combined 30 for 173. As he bunts here, Cordero get a good one down to the right side of the mound. Villa's only play is at first. Now second and third with only 1 away. Rare to see your 3-hole hitter is really your best hitter in your lineup bunting. But successful 1-3.
Well, doing that puts 2 runners in scoring position for Matt Chavez, who's leading the team in batting average. So I really like that move from Pete Cavilla. Playing some small ball right here, trying to get the Skeeters on the board early.
And you bring up a good point, because I think, you know, when the Skeeters' juggernaut offense was at its peak, you know, you can rely on the 3-run homer, guys getting a lot of walks, a lot of runs, but I think you got to adjust your team as this one is hit down the right side. That's going to be a fair ball. This might get 2. Scoring easily is Walsh. Here comes Phipps, and the Skeeters take a 2-0 lead thanks to Chavez opposite field single. RBI's number 26 and 27. Sugarland up 2-0.
Small pop playing off right there. Matt Chavez driving in 2 runs. A little bit surprised Jorge Fernandez didn't try to make a play at home plate. He kind of just watched that ball drop in front of him. Really no sense of urgency right there. But Phipps showing off his speed, getting to home, and Skeeters just like that up 2-0.
A good start. Skeeters led 2-0 yesterday, getting a pair in the second. They got 1 in the third and went on to a 3-0 win, leading here 2-0 in the first today. In steps Derek Norris. Norris part of that 5 who are struggling a bit right now as he swings and misses. Norris, last 10 games, just 6 for 35, a 171 mark. So as I was saying before, Cordero Ridley bunted during my conversation. Walsh, Cordero, Norris, Kibitza, and Hawkins batting 173 combined over the last 10 games, 30 for 173. I'm never going to finish this. This one is hit into right field. Jose Fernandez will bring it down for out number 2. But Phipps, Chavez, Jansanti, and Rondon really carrying this offense right now. And it's tough for 4 hitters to carry a whole team. But they're combined 38 for 127. They're hitting 299 compared to the 173 the rest of the lineup is hitting. But if you combine both today's starting lineup over the last 10 games, hitting just 226.
Not great. Over the last 10 games, Skeeters just 5 and 5. Skeeters have lost some ground with Lancaster.
Skeeters have dropped to 4th in the league and hitting at 262. First pitch here is a ball to Kibitza, 233, 6 home runs, 27 RBIs overall for Kyle. Kyle had a rough night last night, struck out 3 times and flied out. Well, he was 0 for 4. Fastball strike on the outside corner. No balls and 1 strike the count. Villa now more strikes than balls, but trailing 2-0 here in the first. Villa came in with an 0-4 record. Considering that record, a semi-respectable ERA, 4.33. And when they talk about quality starts, 6 innings, 3 runs, that's a 4.50 ERA. So you can say overall his ERA is below what they considered quality, so a little bit better than this one hit through the right side for a base hit. Kyle Kibitza gets the Skeeters' second hit of the inning. We talked about leadoff walks, 2 walks back-to-back to start. They always say leadoff walks come around to score. Well, both came around to score. Well, this time's Courtney Hawkins. Hawkins, one of those guys in a slide as well. Hawkins just 6 for 33 over his last 10 games, a 182 mark. But he is still first in the league in home runs and RBIs with 8 home runs and 35 ribbies. So in steps the Skeeters' right-hand hitting left fielder. Been a long inning already for Villa. 21 pitches here in the first. He will go through a quarter of his arsenal before this one's over. This one is in the dirt. Good stop by the catcher, Isaac Wenrich. 1 ball and no strikes to count here.
In the first game, Irish Skeeters were not taking advantage early, kept the Road Warriors in the game, and then they ended up winning that game in extra innings, but they're taking advantage here early in this one.
This one swung on, hit high in the air to left field, but playable. It's going to be the center fielder, Anthony Ray. Will bring it down for the final out. But the Skeeters send 7 men to the plate. They get on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We are through 1 inning of play. Skeeters up early, 2-0.
So there I was, just minding my own business when a hit and run. This guy came out of nowhere, bam, and he just kept going. Thankfully, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance was there with the right auto coverage for how and where I drive. So I was on my way in no time to witness the hit and run that really matter.
Now that's a moment worth covering. 877 Farm Bureau.
Trying to plan a fun corporate or family event? Let us help. With our group packages here at Constellation, we have everything you need for fun, friendly, family, affordable entertainment. No matter what size the group, we have options for you, like our picnic plaza with our in-ground pool and even a 2-hour food buffet. The Skeeters can customize an outing to fit all your needs. To plan your event, call us here at 281-240-HITS or log on to sugarlandskeeters.com.
Hey, what's for dinner tonight? That's probably the hardest question we all answer every day. May I suggest La Cocina Mexican Restaurant? Dine in or take away. They have the best Mexican food in the area, and it's all handmade from scratch. Try their famous street tacos. The Fiesta Packs are unbeatable, and delivery is provided. Located at 515 FM 359, or for even quicker service or reservations, 281-238-0872. That's 281-238-0872.
Hi, I'm Kim Holstead with Coldwell Banker United Realtors in Sugar Land. Go Skeeters!
Skeeters leading 2-0 in the top of the second. So Brett Marshall has his first lead to work with. Jorge Fernandez, Geraldo Valentin, and Melvin Rodriguez here. It'll be 6, 7, and 8 for the Road Warriors. 252, a home run and 5 RBIs for Fernandez. Skeeters 2 runs on 2 hits. Road Warriors no runs on 1. This one is clubbed into right field. Phipps on the move, looking up, and this one's going to leave the park. Wow. That was hit a ton, and the wind just stopped a moment ago, just enough for a home run to right field, which is a rarity here at Constellation Field. And just like that, Road Warriors down just 1-2-1.
Second home run of the year for Fernandez. That was kind of a no-doubter. Phipps didn't really even bother to chase that one down. Just watched it go over his head. Road Warriors, 1 pitch from Marshall. Get on the board here in the second.
Now 6 RBIs for Fernandez, and that'll bring in Geraldo Valentin. And after your team gets you 2 runs, you hate to give one back, especially on the first batter of the following inning. First pitch a strike, 0-1 the count. This one swung and ground to the left side. Nice play by Kubica to his left. Stops, fires, throws, and the toss across in time for out number 1 here. So now 2 runs on 2 hits for the Skeeters. 1 run on 2 hits here for the Road Warriors as Melvin Rodriguez will step in. The left-handed hitting second baseman, 245, 3 home runs, 10 RBIs. That wind is kicked back up. First pitch here is low, 1-0. Marshall still working quickly. Bottom falls out of that one. Good sinker. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 in. Skeeters leading 2-1 here in the top of the second. Ira Liebman along with Will Scott. The 1-1. Swung and hit to the right of second. Backhanded by Walsh. Throws across his body. Momentum going towards short. Makes the play. Nice play by Walsh for a 4-3 nifty putout. Walsh backhanded it and then cross second. Was almost on the shortstop side. Threw it across his body with momentum going the other way. And threw a perfect strike to Norris at first. So after the home run, Marshall does not allow it to affect him as he gets 2 ground ball outs. And then sets the number 9 hitter, Isaac Wainrich. 111, no home runs, no RBIs. First pitch is high, 1-0. A lot of the Skeeters friends, fans, and family listening in, so nice to have them aboard. And the Road Warriors do not have a broadcast, so it's nice to have the friends, fans, and family of the Road Warriors as well. This one is low, 1 ball and 1 strike to count.
You're technically the voice of the Road Warriors too this week.
Oh, that's true. I think everybody shares that in this league. This one is a strike at the knees, 1-2.
Got to give the Road Warriors a lot of credit, Ira. Come in here first night, able to knock off Sugar Land. They gave it all they had last night. Pitching was really fantastic. Just were unable to get it going with the bats.
The 1-2 here by Marshall. Swung on and missed strike 3. Marshall was almost walking off the mound after he released that one. Second K of the day. But the Road Warriors get one back on the leadoff home run by Jorge Fernandez, his second home run of the year. Marshall gets the next 3 in order. Middle of the second, Skeeters still up by a score of 2-1. Back here in just a moment.
Hey fans, come bring the family for one of the most exciting nights of the week here at Constellation Field. Firework Fridays, where we celebrate our Skeeters like it's the 4th of July. With music and a fantastic fireworks show after each and every Friday home game that's included with your ticket purchase. We'll be doing this every Friday through the entire Skeeter season, so start off your weekend with a bang. For more information, contact us at 281-240-HITS or visit us on the web at sugarlandskeeters.com.
Salon Evan and Day Spa is the premier of Veda Concept Salon in Sugar Land, locally owned and family operated since 1989. Let our Aveda trained stylists take you to the highest level of satisfaction with the latest techniques for coloring, highlighting, and precision haircuts. Treat yourself to our famous Aveda facial, a relaxing massage, or a signature manicure and pedicure. Have an ultimate salon experience today at Salon Evan and Day Spa, 281-980-5160, 281-980-5160.
Hi, I'm Ira Leben, voice of the Sugar Land Skeeters. Join me every Friday night to hear Skeeters baseball live on Sweet 96, Sugar Land's only radio station. Listen each Friday night when the Skeeters are both at home and on the road on 96.1 FM for the Friday night game of the week. Follow the drive for the 2018 Atlantic League Championship as the Skeeters and Sweet 96 team up for the first time.
Sugar Land, it doesn't get any sweeter!
Well, we move to the bottom of the second inning. Anthony Jansanti, Alvaro Rondon, Colin Walsh here, 8-9-1. Skeeters now leading just by one, and Anthony's brother threw out the first pitch today.
Yeah, very cool moment. Anthony's twin brother in town for this series.
He suffers from Down syndrome. Anthony caught the first pitch, so great moment here. The 1-0. This one swung on, popped up in shallow right field. Fernandez initially didn't see it. Now the right fielder coming in and brings it down in medium right center field for the first out. So the number 9 hitter, Alvaro Rondon, will step in. 270, no home runs, and 11 RBIs. Skeeters leading 2-1. Rondon, always a good sportsman, taps the shin pads of both the catcher, Wenrich, and the umpire, Cervantes. Just to kind of say hello. Lefty-lefty matchup here for Villa. This one high and outside. 1 ball and no strikes here to Alvaro. Rondon, his second stint. We have Pete Incaviglia. Played with him in 2016. One of the Laredo Lemurs. Championship squad. This one is a strike, 2015, excuse me. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 out, none on. Skeeters leading 2-1 here in the bottom of the second inning. Doing last 21 games, hitting .333, 20 for 60. Slow roll to right side. The first baseman, Ruiz, will just beat Rondon to the bag. 3 unassisted. There's 2 down. Back to the top of the order with the switch hitting Colin Walsh, who helped get that 2 runs in the first. He walked, Phipps walked, and then a few batters later, Matt Chavez went the other way with an RBI single that drove in 2. Skeeters led 2-0, but in the top half of this inning, a leadoff home run by Jorge Fernandez made it 2-1, and that's where we are here in the bottom of the second. This one is hit high in the air to left center field. It's got some carry, long run by the center fielder, who tracks it down and then hits the wall. Great play by Anthony Ray, and that saves at least a double, maybe more. The star next to that one as Ray tracks one down in deep left center. 3 up, 3 down inning for Villa, so recovers from the 2 runs. Himself a quick inning. We are through 2. Is the Skeeters 2 and the Road Warriors 1.
Where can you go to beat the heat and enjoy some wonderful shade trees on the finest deck in Fort Bend? The answer is Dry Creek Social Club. They offer a large selection of craft beers, fine wines, and handmade cocktails. Relax and enjoy yourself indoors or outdoors. They also have a large dance floor and feature live music in a great atmosphere. Conveniently located nearby at 3333 FM 359 between the Swinging Door and Pecan Grove.
Come on over, 832-471-6668 for more information.
Sweet 96 is a brand new radio station designed just to serve Sugarland and Fort Bend County. But we can't build the best without your help. Spread the word about our good work and we'll do the same. Like us on Facebook at Sweet 96 FM or drop us an email at our website, sweet96.com. Together, we will build a better city and Fort Bend County. If it's important to you, it's important to us at the all-new Sweet 96.
Are you buying or selling a home in Longmeadow Farms, Aliana, Waterside Estates, Pecan Grove, New Territory, Greatwood, or Harvest Green? Depend on Kim Halstead and Coldwell Banker United Realtors at 281-777-1907. A multi-million-dollar producer and Fort Bend County real estate expert, Kim is uniquely qualified with a proven track record of success and almost 20 years of satisfied customers. Kim Halstead and Coldwell Banker United Realtors, 281-777-1907.
Top of the third, top of the order for the Roaders. Anthony Ray, who just made that spectacular catch in left center, crashing into the wall, will lead it off. Followed by Octavio Martinez and Edwin Gomez. One of the baseball gods, after you make a great catch, it seems like you're the first batter in the next inning. Always. First pitch here, and that ball was towards the outside portion of the plate, and the left-handing Ray jumped out of the way from the left side of the box. One ball and no strikes to count here. He lined sharply to right field to Dennis Phipps and made a nice catch to save a leadoff single. This one misses 2-0. Ray 198, no home runs and 8 RBIs. The 2-0. A strike just above the belt. 2 balls and 1 strike to count here to Ray. Marshall winds and deals. And the 2-1 right down the chute for strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. Marshall wasting no time. It's like 3 seconds per pitch. This one misses outside 3-2, which I've said in the past is sometimes good and bad for Marshall. When he's on a roll, just keeps pumping in strikes. But when he's off, it's ball after ball. The 3-2, and there is ball 4. Well, Marshall got ahead, walks his second batter in 3 innings, and a leadoff walk at that. So 1 on with no out for Octavio Martinez. Martinez last 10 games hitting just 167, going 7 for 42 with an RBI. So far 2 for 7 in this series. Reached base safely in 9 of his last 11 games. Seems to like hitting against Long Island. 2 of his 3 home runs are against the Ducks. There's that unusual waggle of the bat. Squares to bunt here. This one a little high and tight. Had to do a little limbo. 1-0. You a limbo guy?
Oh, man. Gotta love the limbo. I haven't done it in years, though.
Are you good?
Not that great. How about you?
Used to be really good, but bending backwards from my ankle is just not too good anymore.
How low can you go?
Pretty good. Well, you know, about a foot or 2.
Oh, wow. That's not bad. Yeah. I mean, I got knee problems, so probably not a great idea for me to do it.
Well, Pete and Cavill are going to have a quick chat here with Marshall. While they do, it is time for a little Baseball 101, brought to you by our good friends at Texas State Technical College in Fort Bend County. Make your own history by earning your associate's degree at TSTC. Visit tstc.edu to learn more. Well, on this day, June 13th, Matt Cain tosses his 5th no-hitter and 2nd perfect game of the season when he retires 27 consecutive batters in the Giants' 10-0 rout of the Astros at AT&T Park. The San Francisco right-hander, with the help of great defensive play from outfielder Melky Cabrera and Gregor Blanco, becomes the first pitcher in the 129-year history of the franchise to accomplish the perfect game feat. That's a look at this day in baseball history. My former broadcast partner, Brett Dolan, who spent 7 years with the Astros broadcasting crew, actually called the opposite end of that perfect game. So
wow.
I don't know how you would call it as the opposing broadcaster. Well, perfect game for Matt Cain. Congratulations. Kind of a tough game to call on the Astros' perspective. The 2-1. This one chopped foul to the left of home. I mean, how excited can you get when your team has had a perfecto thrown against them? Tough call.
See, when you might remember Bartolo Colon going into the 8th inning had a perfect game against Houston earlier this year. People were asking me up in Syracuse, so are you rooting for Bartolo or what are you doing? I'm like, no, I do not want Bartolo Colon throwing a perfect game against my team. Sorry. Love Bartolo, but
you don't when you're watching it and that's your team, but when you're in the stands, you kind of want to be there to see it, even though it's against your team. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count here to Martinez. Yu Darvish had 26 straight retired against the Astros till it hit up the middle, cost him the perfecto a couple years ago. And this one almost cost an error. Throw to the right side of first, and Norris has to dive to keep that one from going down the right field line. Marshall now. 44 pitches, 24 for strikes. The 2-2 swung and hit to the left side, and that one is over the mitt of Rondon, and now going for third. Here is Ray, and the throw gets away from Kyle Kubica. This is going to be a run. He'll score easily standing up, and just like that, it's 2-2. Oh, bad defense here, costing the Skeeters a run as Ray goes all the way from first to home. He was going for third on the single to left field, which was a gutsy move, but then I guess they'll call that probably an E7, the throw from left, where you give that one to Kubica.
I think that's an error.
On
they
who?
They were probably Kubica. I thought he should have had that. What do you think?
Thinking it was probably the throw, which was in the dirt. We'll
Yeah.
see how they score that one. Let's see how they score that one. Nothing as of yet. This one is hit to the right side. Knocked down by Norris. He'll pick it up and take it himself to first. And going down to third is Martinez. Now a runner at third. The go-ahead run down at third with only one away. And what is Martinez pointing to? What's going on here? Oh, he's giving the home plate umpire something that was in the base path. Now the Skeeters in danger of trailing for the first time in this game. 2-2 your score here in the top half of the third. This one is hit toward short. Whether it gets past Rondon or not, this will be a run. And it's off the mid of Rondon into center. It'll go down as a base hit. RBI for Ruiz, his first. And the Skeeters, who led 2-0, now trail 3-2.
Ruiz swinging at the first pitch. Even if Rondon would have been able to get that one, Martinez was going to score easily. So my goodness, Road Warriors just like that ahead 3-2.
By the way, that error was scored on Courtney Hawkins' throw. This one swung on, popped up left side. That'll make the seats. So no balls and 1 strike to count. 3 runs on 4 hits now here for the Road Warriors. 2 runs on 2 hits for the Skeeters. 1 error for Sugarland. None for the Road Warriors. Now no wind at all in the ballpark. Flags limp in right center. This one low and away. Scooped out by Cordero. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out. 2 in, 1 on. Skeeters trailing by 1, 3-2. Marshall's 1-1. This one high and outside. Snatched out of the air by Cordero. 2 balls and a strike. A good hit and run count. The Road Warriors have been aggressive. Let's see if the runner at first, Ruiz, decides to go here. Don't know the speed of Ruiz. He's only had 1 at bat. This one high and tight. A curveball that got away from Marshall. And now 3 in 1 here to Silviero. Another good hit and run count. Also a good hitter's count. Marshall from the stretch. They'll set up outside, and the 3-1 is swung and missed. Bottom fell out of that one. Full count. Another good hit and run count. Some signs being flashed down at third. Looks like Rafi Montalvo, pitching coach here for the Road Warriors. Skeeters pitching coach last year, flashing a few signs. At 3-2, the runner does not go. Low and away, ball 4. Second walk of the inning, third of the game for Marshall. And here comes Pete Incaviglia. Looks like this is going to be all from Marshall here in the third inning. This is his second trip to the mound, so he's going to have to pull his righty way earlier than he wanted to. He remembers what happened last time, does not want this game getting out of control. So Pete will pull Marshall with 1 out here in the third inning. 2 runs in, it is a 3-2 lead. We'll find out who the new Skeeters hurler. We'll get back here in just a moment.
So there I was, just minding my own business when a hit and run. This guy came out of nowhere. Bam! And he just kept going. Thankfully, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance was there with the right auto coverage for how and where I drive. So I was on my way in no time to witness the hit and run that really matter.
Now that's a moment worth covering.
877 Farm Bureau for more information.
The National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. Relive baseball's greatest moments, connect with the national pastime, and honor the all-time greats of the game. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org.
Hey fans, come bring the family for one of the most exciting nights of the week here at Constellation Field. Firework Fridays, where we celebrate our Skeeters like it's the 4th of July. With music and a fantastic fireworks show after each and every Friday home game that's included with your ticket purchase. We'll be doing this every Friday through the entire Skeeter season, so start off your weekend with a bang. For more information, contact us at 281-240-HITS or visit us on the web at sugarlandskeeters.com.
Ben Grissett is the new pitcher for Sugarland, the 6-foot, 198-pound lefty from California. Last appeared last season with the Binghamton Rumble Ponies, AA affiliate of the New York Mets. This season with the Skeeters, he has a 3.92 ERA, 2-1 record in 5 games. He's allowed 9 earned runs on 19 hits through 20 2/3 innings. Of course, I am returning from the disabled list 2 nights ago in relief. Used to being a starter, and he's going to serve as the long reliever in today's game.
Went an inning and a third in the Game 1 loss, 1 earned run, so a good test here for Pete Incaviglia. Pitched decently in that 1 outing, but now he's going to be extended here with Marshall only going 2 1/3. I think if he goes 3 innings or so here, then Pete will know that he is right and will be back in the starting rotation. Jorge Fernandez will step in. He led off last inning with a home run. Skeeters trailing now 3-2 with 2 in here in the third, threatening for more with 1 out and runners on first and second. First pitch by the southpaw is high and outside, 1-0 to Fernandez. Fernandez came in at .252, now 2 home runs with his homer here this morning. And 6 RBIs. Can I still say this morning? Is it still morning? Yes, it is. Got 9 more minutes to beat that into the ground. The lefty looks at second, comes home, and this one is clubbed foul. That one in and out of the Road Warriors dugout. Carries back onto the field in left towards Hawkins. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 2 on, 2 in. Skeeters trailing by 1, 3-2.
Diaz, of course, 2 for 4 yesterday, and then off to a hot start today with the home run that put the Road Warriors on the board, and they've taken that momentum into the third inning. They have the lead now.
The 1-1 here from Grissett. Swung and missed. The throw down to first is in time. Great throw by Cordero. Caught the runner at first, Silviero napping, and that is a big second out. Now, two catchers working together there. Norris at first today. Cordero behind the dish.
How about that, catcher to catcher? Cordero heads up play. Norris was right there ready to take that throw from Cordero. Got the runner sleeping, 2 down.
That is a big faux pas for the Road Warriors. Already 2 in, had 2 on with 1 out, threatening for more. And the Skeeters in a bad spot. That is a huge out that could really change the momentum of this game.
And kind of a tough situation for Grissett once again. Coming in, just 1 out, 2 runners on, and now hardly had to do anything. There's already 2 down, and he's 1 strike away from getting the Skeeters out of this inning.
Grissett back to the bump. We'll get the sign here from Cordero. So far, Grissett pretty good. He can get out of this jam with just 4 pitches. Well, maybe 5 as this one is low and in.
Wasn't easy for Grissett coming in the other night, Ira, with runners in scoring position for the Road Warriors. Today, not an easy situation either, but let's see if he can get out of it right here with the payoff pitch.
A 3-2 here from Grissett. This one low and in, ball 4. And how big is that pickoff now? First base is open. Otherwise, the bases would be loaded here with only 1 away. So first walk for Grissett. 4th of the night for Skeeters pitching. I'll bring in Geraldo Valentin, who grounded at the 3rd his first time up. He is 0 for 1. The right-hand hitting DH came in at 229 with a home run and 8 RBIs. Open stance from the right side, deep in the box, close to the plate. One swung and missed, and a ball outside. No balls and 1 strike to count here on Valentin. Valentin 8 for his last 31, a 258 mark, but hitting much better in his last 5, 316, 6 for 19. So far 3 for 8 in this series, including 2 for 3 yesterday. This one is a foul, no balls and 2 strikes.
Valentin, you mentioned hitting a lot better. He's on a 7-game hit streak right now, batting .258 during that streak.
Originally signed by the Royals as an undrafted free agent in 2003 at a Southern Arkansas University. This one just misses off the outside corner. Good pitch there by Grissett. 1-2. It's the guy who had 352 in 2003 in the Arizona Rookie League. And he had 347 in 66 games in the Pioneer League. This one is into center field for a base hit. This might be another run. Ruiz around 3rd. The play at the plate is not in time as Cordero got the mitt there in time but missed the runner, and it is 4-2 Road Warriors. Good throw by Jan Santi, just a little to the right of home. Cordero reached to his left but missed the runner. Reached as far as he could.
And what a throw by Jan Santi, and it was there on time. Cordero just barely missing the runner. Results in another Road Warriors run.
And unfortunate too, because not only do they miss the runner at the plate, which would have been the 3rd out, but now runners on 2nd and 3rd as well as both runners move up. So Fernandez at 3rd, Valentin at 2nd. And a base hit here would make it a 6-2 lead. Grissett has to get out of this here. This one misses 1-0 here to Melvin Rodriguez, who grounded out the 2nd. His first time up. 4 runs on 5 hits now for the Road Warriors. 2 runs on 2 hits for the Skeeters. The 1-0 from Grissett. This one is into center field. This is going to be 2 more runs. Fernandez scores easily. Here comes Valentin. The throw will be late, and it is 6-2 Road Warriors. Now, Grissett has been in 2 tough spots coming in the last 3 nights, but based on what you're seeing, is he ready to go back in the starting rotation?
You know, he's not used to being a reliever. Like you've said, it's been some tough situations for him. It's too early to say, I think, if he's ready to return to the starting rotation, but maybe he's better suited as a starter. Maybe this is just a bigger sign he should return to the starting rotation, not be in relief. But, yeah, hopefully he's completely healthy, but he surrendered a couple hits in a row here to the Road Warriors.
So in steps the left-handed hitting catcher as the Road Warriors have batted around here. The 9th man to hit here in the third. They have scored 5 times to erase a 2-1 deficit and lead 6-2 here in the top half of the third inning. Wayne Rich struck out his first time up. He is 0 for 1. A lefty-lefty matchup here for Grissett. This one high 2-0. Grissett now 14 pitches, 6 for strikes, 8 for balls. Came in to relieve Brett Marshall. It's been a tough inning for Skeeters pitchers. This one down low, 3-0. Grissett will go to the back of the mound to regroup here. Runner still down at first, and Melvin Rodriguez. 5 in, 2 out. Skeeters trailing by 4, 6-2. The 3-0 low and away, and not one of those pitches were close. That is the 4th walk in this inning, 2nd for Grissett. That's the 6th walk overall. Excuse me, 5th walk overall. Here comes Corey Dommel. He's going to try to settle down his pitcher here. While he does, I want to remind you that 96.1 FM is Sugarland's only radio station and the new radio home of the Skeeters. Listen to the Friday night game of the week each and every Friday night, both at home and on the road for the entire 2018 season. 96.1 FM and the Skeeters, it doesn't get any sweeter. So now first and second here, 2 on, 2 out, 5 runs in here in the top of the third, and a 6-2 Road Warriors lead. Grissett now 16 pitches, only 6 for strikes, 10 for balls. And Anthony Ray, who led off this inning with a walk, which you knew might come back to haunt the Skeeters, is batting here for the second time. Another lefty-lefty matchup here for Grissett. This one is foul back right in front of us. Top of the net, no balls and 1 strike to count. Kids out here today, if you don't hear them, are a Super Splash Day. Did you ever come out for Super Splash Day?
I'm pretty sure I did once or twice when I was a little youngster.
This one is hit down the left field line. Long run for Courtney Hawkins. That is a foul ball into the corner. Not a lot of room there. So you've been coming here since you were 12, and now you're in the booth.
How about that?
So you technically at one time qualified for, as a kid, 12 and under.
That's right. Fast forward 7 years later, I'm in here with the voice of the Sugarland Skeeters.
I haven't seen him. No balls and 2 strikes to count here on Ray. Skeeters have to get out of this inning. 5 already in here in the top of the third, trailing 6-2. Grissett looks at second, comes home. This one high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Cordera came up ready to fire down to second, but holds on to it as Rodriguez got back quickly. Melvin Rodriguez at second. Isaac Wainrich at first. 5 runs in here. 2 on, 2 out. The 1-2. Big bender. Strike 3. What a break. By Grissett. Had about 8 inches. And that will finally end this inning. But not before 10 men come to the plate as the Road Warriors get 5 runs on 4 hits, no errors, 1 error, and 2 men left on base. Middle of the third, Skeeters now down by 4, 6-2.
So there I was, just minding my own business when a hit and run. This guy came out of nowhere, bam, and he just kept going. Thankfully, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance was there with the right auto coverage for how and where I drive. So I was on my way in no time to witness the hit and run that really matter.
Now that's a moment worth covering. 877 Farm Bureau.
Skeeters fans, end your weekend with Skeeters baseball at Consolation Field for Sunday Fun Day. We have something for everyone. Play catch in the outfield, and your favorite Skeeters players will be signing autographs before the game. Also, after the game, all kids will be able to run the bases. Consolation Field has everything you need for a fun, family-friendly, affordable day at the ballpark. For more information, contact us at 281-240-HITS or visit us on the web at sugarlandskeeters.com.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Find stories that will inspire and surprise. Cooperstown is where you, your family, and your friends can relive baseball's greatest moments and honor the all-time greats of the game. See all that the Hall of Fame and Museum has to offer and plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org.
Skeeters down 6-2 here in the bottom of the third inning after a 5-run top half of this inning. Skeeters will try to start their comeback by sending up 2, 3, and 4. Dennis Phipps, Albert Cordero, Matt Chavez. Here again, southpaw and former Skeeter Kelvin Villa. We've seen a lot of former Skeeters in the first 3 games here.
Yeah, absolutely. He was on the inaugural team, as you mentioned earlier.
Yesterday, the starter, Raul Rivera, a former Skeeter. This one hit into right center field. It'll be the right fielder, Jorge Fernandez, who will bring it down for out number 1. We saw Zach Zanacoli yesterday. Andrew Johnson the day before in relief. Now Villa. In steps Albert Cordero. He set up the 2 runs in the first after Villa walked the first 2 batters in the first. There's only 2 walks of the game in Walsh and Phipps. Cordero bunted, but runners on second and third, and the on-deck hitter Matt Chavez went the other way for a single, drove into, and the Skeeters led 2-0, but a run in the second by the Road Warriors and 5 in the top of the third here have given the Road Warriors a 6-2 lead. First pitch a strike to Cordero, 0-1 the count. This one is a strike on the outside corner, and Cordero quickly down 0-2. The switch hitter batting here from the right side against the lefty. Villa winds, deals, and this one is swung. A hit to the right side and is now off the foot of Ruiz, and that will probably be an error. Kind of a nonchalant stab by Ruiz. Just a low sinking humpback line drive. He tried to grab a palm up and went off of his mitt, off of his foot, and carried off to second. That would be an interesting scoring decision.
He was trying to catch that, but he probably should just let it bounce in front of him and make the easy play. He was kind of caught off guard when that ball dropped, and it's going to result in a base runner for Sugar Land.
All right, we'll score that in E3 as it should be. So 1 on and 1 out. Matt Chavez will step in. As I mentioned, he drove in both of the Skeeters' run, who trails 6-2 here in the bottom of the third. Chavez, 344, comes in third in the league in hitting. 2 home runs, 27 RBIs now with those 2 ribbies here today. Now, good afternoon to you, Will Scott, at 12:05.
Man, I can't say top of the morning to you anymore. That's a shame.
Not unless you're English. 1 ball and no strikes to count here to Chavez. They'll set up inside. One swung and fouled off to the right side. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. Again, Skeeters trailing by 4, 6-2 here in the bottom of the third. Chavez last 4 games, he is 6 for 18, a 333 mark, 3 runs scored, a double, home run, 4 RBIs, and 2 walks. So he has been on base 8 times over the last 4 ball games. Pretty straight up stance for Chavez. Stands fairly close to the plate from the right side. This one, a slow grounder, is going to be a swinging bunt. Charging it is Garcia. The throw to first, and Gomez, such a tall third baseman, almost awkward for him to reach all the way down there to grab that slow roller. Well, Cordero at second, 5-3 on the putout. 2 outs, a runner down at second in Cordero, and Derek Norris will step in. D now 0 for 1. He flied it to right his first time up. Came in batting .231 with 3 home runs and 19 RBIs, with this team trailing by 4, 6-2. One steps the Skeeters' first baseman here today. Norris, last 5 games, just 3 for 16, a 188 mark. Villa from the stretch fires it home, and this one is fouled down the right side. That'll make the seats. No balls and 1 strike to count. Norris leads the Atlantic League in walks now. He has sole possession with 26. He was tied yesterday with his teammate Barrett Barnes, who is now on the DL. Also tied for 4th in the league with 11 doubles. Former Padre and Ray. This one outside, 1-1. Some pretty good weather, Tampa Bay and San Diego.
Get used to that.
Man, anyone who hasn't been to San Diego must go. Unbelievable weather.
It's fantastic. This time of year, it's what, like 60 degrees? It's unbelievable.
Every time of the year, it's 70 to 75, year round. No humidity, not a drop. 2 balls on 1 strike, even in June, July, and August, it's a nice 75 to 80. Two and 1 the count here to Derek Norris. Now Villa steps off, wants a new set of signs here. Take a look at the pitch count on Villa. 40 pitches, 24 for strikes. So he's really settled down since that first inning, walking the first 2. He's not struck out about her yet. The 2-1. Swung in, hit towards third, backhanded by Gomez. A long throw to first in plenty of time. And then Villa picks up his teammate. Pitches around the error. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. A third of the way through into the 3rd inning. Skeeters trailing 6-2 here to the Road Warriors.
Want to watch a Skeeters game in style? We have just what you need. Our game day suites are ideal for entertaining clients, rewarding employees, networking, and even celebrating personal milestones. Let us make it easy for you. Suite rentals come with food and soft drinks, parking privileges, and even access to our Insperity Club. Drinking packages are also available. To plan your event, call us at 281-240-HITS or visit us on the web at sugarlandskeeters.com.
Has your home or commercial insurance claim been denied or underpaid? At Morgan Elite Specialist Services, we know that the insurance claim process can be stressful. Our public adjusters have the experience to make this process as smooth, easy, and comfortable as possible, so you can get on with enjoying the things you're protecting. Learn more by visiting us online at messtx.com. That's MESSTX.com. Or call us today at 855-445-3404. We truly look forward to meeting you.
Hey fans, come bring the family for one of the most exciting nights of the week here at Constellation Field. Firework Fridays, where we celebrate our Skeeters like it's the 4th of July. With music and a fantastic fireworks show after each and every Friday home game that's included with your ticket purchase. We'll be doing this every Friday through the entire Skeeter season, so start off your weekend with a bang. For more information, contact us at 281-240-HITS or visit us on the web at sugarlandskeeters.com.
Very kid-friendly music here on a kids' morning/afternoon game on Super Splash Day. Well, the 3rd pitcher in now 4 innings here for the Skeeters as Tyler Levine will come in. Levine has 1 start in 2 long relief appearances. The 25-year-old Levine, number 10, 5'11", 190 from East Meadow, New York. Spent time with the Ducks earlier this year, 4 years as a pro for Levine. No record with the Skeeters and even 4 ERA. This will be his 4th game. In 9 innings, he has struck out 5, walked 3, and allowed 11 hits. Last time out was in that Game 1 extra inning loss. He went 2 innings, 2 runs, 3 hits, no walks, and a strikeout. And it is time for Will Scott to will his way through the next few. It is all yours, my friend.
Thank you, sir. Osvaldo Martinez will lead things off in the 4th inning for the Road Warriors, who put up 5 their last time up in the 3rd inning, taking a 6-2 lead over Sugarland. Sugarland obviously jumped out to a 2-0 lead, and since the Road Warriors have scored 6 unanswered. Let's see what Tyler Levine can do. The first pitch to Martinez is low and outside. Martinez, a former major leaguer with the Florida Marlins, just batting 166 in his last 10 games. The 1-0. And Osvaldo looks at strike 1 on the outside corner. Osvaldo Martinez spent last season in the Cubs system, hitting .222 in 48 games with AAA Iowa. But he did very well in AA, hit .292. That nearly hit him. He had to duck for that one. Doing a little limbo right there, Osvaldo Martinez.
Yeah, Will Scott in his prime. Now crippled by injuries.
Yeah, not quite. Before my first knee surgery. 2 balls, 1 strike, another pitch upstairs to Osvaldo Martinez. He's played in the Puerto Rican Winter League in his hometown of Caroline, Puerto Rico. He's played with Caroline since 2011.
See, if you're going to learn Spanish, you've got to say it the correct way. Now, in English, it's Caroline, but in Spanish, it's Carolina.
Carolina. All right, that's good to know. Osvaldo Martinez drawing a walk right there. So Carolina on that team, Osvaldo's played with Jorge Fernandez, his current teammate, and Enrique Hernandez. How about that?
Not bad.
Los Angeles Dodger. Did pretty well in the World Series.
By the way, that is the 6th walk in 3+ innings for Skeeters pitching.
Edwin Gomez now up to bat for the Road Warriors. Looks at ball 1 down and in. He has been on a tear, hitting .400 in his last 10 games. Batting .259 on the season. He was just 16 of 74 his first 23 games, but as of late, he's definitely been the best hitter on this Road Warrior team. Batting in the 3-hole today. 1-0 pitch from Tyler Levine is down low once again. Levine can't seem to get a ball over the plate right here, Ira. Not what you want to see from Skeeters pitching that has struggled mightily today.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Skeeters have not found the plate. Way too many walks, mentioned 6 already, but just the long counts in general.
Gomez going 1 of 4 last night, scoring a run. The 2-0. That one is struck into left field. Hawkins gets under it and makes the easy catch for out number 1. Tyler Levine recording his first out of this game. Jose Ruiz, just his 3rd at-bat with the Road Warriors. He singled earlier in this one, his last time up. 1 for 1 with a walk and an RBI single. Ruiz, as I mentioned earlier, started the year in the Mexican League. This is his first action outside of the Mexican League in 4 years. And that's going to be an easy double play to Norris, who's going to have to tag out Martinez is Rondon. So count that is a 3 double play for the Skeeters to end the top half of the 4th inning. Middle of the 4th, Road Warriors leading 6-2.
Where can you go to beat the heat and enjoy some wonderful shade trees on the finest deck in Fort Bend? The answer is Dry Creek Social Club. They offer a large selection of craft beers, fine wines, and handmade cocktails. Relax and enjoy yourself indoors or outdoors. They also have a large dance floor and feature live music and a great atmosphere. Conveniently located nearby at 3333 FM 359 between the Swinging Door and Pecan Grove.
Come on over, 832-471-6668 for more information.
Spring Free Trampoline. The perfect way to go outside and be active. Your family will enjoy the thrill of a trampoline that keeps them safe and engaged all year long, right in your backyard. Visit us in Katy or online at www.springfreetrampoline.com. Smart in safety, smart in quality, smart in innovation. Spring Free Trampoline.
Kelvin Villa still on the mound for the Road Warriors. He's pitched very well since his struggles in the first inning where he surrendered 2 runs. Has not given up a run since, and his team has backed him up. So they have a 6-2 lead over Sugar Land here in Game 3 of a 7-game series.
Now, if it not for the error by his first baseman, he had retired 8 straight. He's allowed a hit since that first inning. Really, the last hit was the Kyle Kubica 2-out single in the first inning.
Kyle Kubica, Courtney Hawkins, Anthony Jansanti do up the 6, 7, and 8-hole hitters for Sugar Land, trying to rally here. And Ira, we've seen a couple come from behind wins this season, 6 to be exact. Let's see if they can get number 7 here in Game 3 of this series.
Well, the problem with trying to come back here lately is that the Skeeters have not had a lot of offense, so they're forced to play from behind.
Even in some losses, we've seen them rally, get back into the game. 1-0 pitch on the way to Kubica is over the plate for a strike.
It was kind of a high strike. I mean, it was near the letters.
Yeah,
to be a little bit high.
You're absolutely right.
Be a good pitch count. Just 41 pitches here.
1-1 in there for a strike. That looked a little bit more in the strike zone than last pitch.
Yeah, that had plenty of the outside portion of the plate. Below the letters, right around the belt.
Villa winds and deals and gets Kubica to swing and miss for strike 3. That is the first strikeout of the game for Villa here in the 4th inning. That'll bring up the Atlantic League leader in home runs and RBIs, Courtney Hawkins. Batting average, not great, just .217 on the season. 8 homers, 35 RBIs, though. Looks at strike 1 from Villa right there. Skeeters trailing the Road Warriors 6-2 in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Hawkins looks at ball 1 inside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. No runners on for Sugar Land. And Courtney Hawkins lays off a breaking ball outside. Hawkins in his last 10 games just batting .182. The 2-1 pitch to Courtney Hawkins is the tad upstairs. Hawkins checked the swing. 3-1 count to the Corpus Christi native. It's a good baseball town, Corpus Christi.
The Hooks.
Always enjoy driving down and going to some Hooks games. I saw George Springer play for the Hooks a couple times. Courtney Hawkins drawing a walk. That is the 3rd walk of the game for Villa, but the first since the first inning.
A lot of fishing in Corpus Christi. Is that why they're the Hooks?
Yeah, that's why they're the Hooks. Some great fishing spots around Corpus Christi. I enjoy going to Rockport. Anthony Jansanti now up to bat for the Skeeters, batting .258 on the season, 6 homers, 19 RBIs. As he awaits the first pitch from Kelvin Villa. Jansanti looking at strike 1 right there. You mentioned earlier Jansanti's brother here at this game today, here for the series throughout the first pitch. Jansanti fouls that one off. Anthony tweeted that he has homered at most of the games his brother has been to.
Yes, he has. Probably not a coincidence.
Skeeters could really use a homer right now, down 6-2 against the Road Warriors. Jansanti skies that one to right center field. Anthony Ray calls off Fernandez and makes the catch for out number 2.
Yeah, Jansanti was upset swinging at that first pitch and popping it straight up, slammed his bat down on his way to first.
That'll bring up Alvaro Rondon, the shortstop for this Sugar Land team. Pretty good numbers, hitting .270 on the season, 11 RBIs. He grounded out his first time up to first base. First pitch on the way to Rondon. In there for a strike with the fastball offering from Villa. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Rondon. Looked like it hit that same spot as the last pitch, but this one's called a ball.
Wow, looks like a pretty good pitch. Was right down the middle. Villa, I think, a little upset, taking a little more time between this pitch.
Villa not getting the call right there. And that one is going to get through for a single. They keep this inning alive. Alvaro Rondon reaching on the single.
Villa kind of ducked out of the way. The only way he could have stopped that was to stick his butt out and smash that ball down, but probably don't want to take one back there.
Yeah, probably not the best feeling in the world taking one back there. Colin Walsh, the leadoff hitter, now batting for Sugar Land. He's got 2 runners on. Courtney Hawkins at second base in scoring position. Walsh looks at ball one from Villa right there. Walsh, the former major leaguer, made his debut in 2016 with the Brewers. Selected by the Cardinals in the 13th round of the 2010 draft. Walsh looking at strike one right there. Pretty smart guy, went to Stanford. It's not a bad school.
I mean, it's no Syracuse University.
Oh,
but
that's what I'm saying. Humble brag.
I think they got a little up on the education department.
At least journalism-wise, Colin Walsh fouls that one off.
I mean, Stanford just really short of an Ivy League school. Some brains that come out of that
fantastic.
school.
Andrew Luck from the Houston area went to Stanford. His dad being promoted as commissioner of the XFL, which is starting up in 2020.
Kidding.
Yeah, his dad's the commissioner and CEO of the league.
I think that's a losing proposition. Might not be commissioner very long.
1-2 is looked at for a ball. Well, you know, the problem with 2001 is that McMahon was trying to make it, she was trying to make football like WWE. He said he's learned from those mistakes. And
what is he going to do? It's not, he had no choice. It has to be more of a show because it's not the NFL. So really, what are you going to be watching? Subpar football. So what is he going to bring to the table this time?
He said it's going to be a faster, re-energized game.
Faster than the NFL. The NFL's fast as it's going. I mean, every college player who struggles in the NFL says it's much faster of a game. I don't know, what is he going to do to speed up a game that's already pretty quick?
It'll be interesting to see. They said they're going to announce some rules in the coming weeks. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Colin Walsh is outside.
Probably CFL-style rules.
Yeah. Well, you know, there's so many players that don't have jobs right now that are really talented players, like Colin Kaepernick.
But they haven't used it like the Atlantic League, where good players had no place to play. It seemed to be not good players was the problem. So I don't know where he's going to or how he's going to recruit better, but that needs to happen.
Payoff pitch to Walsh, and it's driven to right field, but Fernandez is right to make the grab. So the Skeeters leave 2 runners on. They still trail 6-2 against the Road Warriors. We'll be right back.
Trying to plan a fun corporate or family event? Let us help. With our group packages here at Constellation, we have everything you need for fun, friendly, family, affordable entertainment. No matter what size the group, we have options for you, like our picnic plaza with our in-ground pool and even a 2-hour food buffet. The Skeeters can customize an outing to fit all your needs. To plan your event, call us here at 281-240-HITS or log on to sugarlandskeeters.com.
Sweet 96 is a brand new radio station designed just to serve Sugar Land and Fort Bend County. But we can't build the best without your help. Spread the word about our good work and we'll do the same. Like us on Facebook at Sweet 96 FM or drop us an email at our website, sweet96.com. Together, we will build a better city and Fort Bend County. If it's important to you, it's important to us at the all-new Sweet 96.
Are you buying or selling a home in Longmeadow Farms, Aliana, Waterside Estates, Pecan Grove, New Territory, Greatwood, or Harvest Green? Depend on Kim Halstead and Coldwell Banker United Realtors at 281-777-1907. A multi-million-dollar producer and Fort Bend County real estate expert, Kim is uniquely qualified with a proven track record of success and almost 20 years of satisfied customers. Kim Halstead and Coldwell Banker United Realtors, 281-777-1907.
Super Splash Day here at Constellation Field, and the kiddos are getting splashed right now, and we need to tell the guys to send some up here, huh? We get splashed in the press box.
I'm good. You can get splashed. Plus the equipment, probably not good.
Yeah, not the best idea in terms of equipment. Alfredo Silviero will start things off here in the top half of the fifth inning for the Road Warriors. Batting .231 on the season. Tyler Levine was having some control problems to start the last inning, but he settled down and able to get out of that frame, and we'll see what he can do here as a long reliever for Sugar Land. Third pitcher thus far today. Silviero hits that one right at Jan Santi, steps back in center field to make that grab for out number one. That'll bring up Jorge Fernandez, the right fielder. .252 on the season, 2 homers and 6 RBIs. Of course, one of those homers coming earlier in this game that got the Road Warriors on the board, and they have not looked back since, Ira.
Yeah, unfortunately for the Skeeters, talked about that offense, and 5 of the 9 hitters not hitting very well over the last 10 games, so you're relying on 4 guys that every time they come up, that they have to get hits and put runners on base, and that's a lot of pressure on 4 guys. This lineup really not operating as a full force right now.
Well, they got off to a great start, 2 runs in the first inning, but scoreless since. Tyler Levine delivers the ball.
And that's been the MO over these last 9 ball games. The Skeeters lost 2 extra inning games. They keep a team hanging around. Even yesterday, they got off to a 3-0 lead after 3, and that was the rest of the scoring for the rest of the game. Had the Road Warriors had any offense at all, they could have come back or at least kept it close.
The 2-0 is skied. Looks like Kubica gets under it. Battling the sun, making the catch is Kyle Kubica. 2 down here for Tyler Levine in the 5th inning. Skeeters leading 6-2. Or excuse me, Road Warriors leading 6-2. 6 runs on 6 hits. Skeeters have 2 runs on 3 hits. Both teams have committed an error. Geraldo Valentin up with 2 outs here in the 5th inning. First pitch on the way from Levine is outside for a ball. Valentin last time up had an RBI single that tied the game. He grounded out in the 2nd inning, so 1 for 2 tonight. Extending his hit streak to 8 games. He looks at ball 1 on the offering from Tyler Levine. Levine, got a chance to talk to him 2 weeks ago. He said he's very grateful to be playing in a beautiful state in a beautiful city. Loves playing here in Texas, played for Brownsville in the United League a couple years back. And he delivers the 2-0 pitch for a ball to Valentin.
Right now, 17 pitches for Levine, only 6 strikes.
You got a chance to talk to Levine after his first start with Sugar Land. He was, of course, signed the day he started that game. And he's happy to be on this team for sure, Ira.
Yeah, he's a pretty grateful guy and pretty charitable guy off the field as well. Just a good person all around.
That pitch from Levine looked right over the plate, but maybe it was a little bit inside. Called ball 4. Valentin will go to first base.
There's a second walk for Levine, the 7th for Skeeters pitching. We're only at 4 2/3 here. only got almost 2 walks an inning.
So with 2 outs, Valentine stands at first base. Rodriguez now up for the Road Warriors. That one is driven into left field, and unable to make the catch is Courtney Hawkins. He dove for it. Valentine is going to put on the brakes at third base. Looked like a ball Courtney Hawkins should have had. We'll see how they rule that.
Well, that's certainly a hit. He dove for it, but went off of his mitt. Could have been worse. Could have carried into that corner, but a double, and now second and third with 2 outs.
Well, luckily he got his mitt on that, Ira, because if he didn't, that was going to go way back, probably off the Bud Light sign. Would have scored a run. Luckily for the Skeeters, no damage yet. Road Warriors still with that 6-2 lead as their catcher Isaac Winrick steps in the box with runners on the corners. Melvin Rodriguez at first, Valentine at third. Ball 1 just a bit inside. Winrick just 3 hits in his first 30 at-bats this season. He struck out in the second inning, walked in the third. 1-0 pitch from Levine, also another pitch inside. 2-0 count to Winrick. Started the year with Lancaster, actually. He's never played affiliated ball, spent his past 4 seasons in independent ball, 2 in the Pacific Organization and 2 in the Frontier League. Finished 7th in the Pacific Association with 52 RBIs last season. Here comes the 2-0. And that's low. Cordero able to control it. So 3-0 count right here. You'd hate to see Winrick get aboard because that brings up the top of the order, Ira.
Yeah, Levine, this is going to be his game, man. How much he struggles here. There is no action in the Skeeters bullpen, so I don't know if Pete going to leave him out here for a few innings or just to complete this one or not.
3 balls, no strikes. The pitch from the Long Island native is called a ball. Looked right over the plate, but that will load the bases for the Road Warriors. With the top of the order coming up in Anthony Ray. Second walk of the inning issued by Levine.
I think the Skeeters are going to get somebody throwing now. Corey Dommel, Skeeters pitching coach, coming to the mound, and yep, somebody's starting to warm in the Skeeters pen. Looks like Kyle Winkler, and it is.
So the Road Warriors had 2 outs, nobody on. Valentine walked, Rodriguez with a single, and Winrick just walked to load the bases for Anthony Ray. Ray last night served as the 9-hole hitter, tonight serving as the leadoff hitter. Kind of an interesting move. Road Warriors have had a significantly different lineup every single game in this series, Ira.
Well, this Road Warriors team, unfortunately, they're piecing pitching and hitting together pretty much every day, so they got to go with what they have. It's a little bit of an unfair advantage, but they're making the most of it, especially here in this series.
Tyler Levine in a jam with the bases loaded, trying to get out of it and keep the Skeeters in this game. Down just 4 right now, but my goodness, the Road Warriors have an opportunity to really break down the door here at Constellation Field. Just a base hit would score at least 2. Comes the 1-0 from Levine. That one is a called ball.
Now Levine certainly not getting any borderline pitches here. He has now 7 strikes and 18 balls here for Levine.
Anthony Ray just batting 198 on the season. Walked his last time up, 0 for 2 so far tonight. He batted around in the 3rd inning, hit twice, a walk and a strikeout. And Tyler Levine needs to get it over the plate right here. It's going to be a 7-2 Road Warriors lead. And he finally gets the benefit of the doubt on that strike call.
Well, he is one pitch away from walking in a run here. Unfortunately, this is a great hitter's count for the left-hand hitting Ray.
The 3-1 pitch. In there for a strike on the inside corner. So Tyler Levine has forced a payoff pitch trying to get out of this massive jam. Here it comes, the payoff pitch from Levine to Anthony Ray. And it will be a walk and another run for the Road Warriors. They go up 7-2 here in the 5th inning.
That might be all for Levine here. Yep, here comes Pete Incaviglia.
The Road Warriors had 2 outs, nobody on. 3 walks and a single gives them a 7-2 lead, and that should be it for Tyler Levine. As Ira just mentioned, Pete Incaviglia coming out. Kyle Winkler will be the new pitcher for Sugarland. We'll tell you about the Sugarland native Kyle Winkler when we come back here from Constellation Field.
Has your home or commercial insurance claim been denied or underpaid? At Morgan Elite Specialist Services, we know that the insurance claim process can be stressful. Our public adjusters have the experience to make this process as smooth, easy, and comfortable as possible, so you can get on with enjoying the things you're protecting. Learn more by visiting us online at messtx.com. That's MESSTX.com. Or call us today at 855-445-3404. We truly look forward to meeting you.
Hi, I'm Ira Lehman, voice of the Sugarland Skeeters. Join me every Friday night to hear Skeeters baseball live on Sweet 96, Sugarland's only radio station. Listen each Friday night when the Skeeters are both at home and on the road on 96.1 FM for the Friday night game of the week. Follow the drive for the 2018 Atlantic League Championship as the Skeeters and Sweet 96 team up for the first time.
Sugarland, it doesn't get any sweeter!
Spring Free Trampoline. The perfect way to go outside and be active. Your family will enjoy the thrill of a trampoline that keeps them safe and engaged all year long, right in your backyard. Visit us in Katy or online at www.springfreetrampoline.com. Smart in safety, smart in quality, smart in innovation. Spring Free Trampoline.
New pitcher on the hill is Kyle Winkler, a 27-year-old right-hander, be 28 in about a week. Number 22 is 5'11", 195, the Sugarland native. Last year pitched for AA Montgomery, 7 years as a pro. So far this year, 1-0 with a 4.59 ERA. This is his 18th appearance already. He's pitched a lot for the Skeeters. 15 2/3. He has struck out 13, but he has walked 14, allowing 11 hits. Last time out, June 8th at Southern Maryland, and the Skeeters 13-5 loss. Pitched very well, 2 innings, no runs, 1 hit, 1 walk, struck out 4 in those 2. He has 3 straight scoreless appearances.
Winkler, of course, Sugarland native, went to Kempner High School just down the road. Back pitching in his hometown, originally drafted by the Diamondbacks in the 10th round of the 2011 MLB draft. Osvaldo Martinez, the former major leaguer, in the box for the Road Warriors. He has had a day, 2 for 2. 2 singles and a walk for Martinez. Bases loaded for him right now. Looks at ball 1 on the offering from Winkler. Not an ideal situation for Winkler. The bases loaded, but he does have 2 outs. So it's just going to take 1 out to get him out of this jam. Sugarland down 7-2. The 1-0 pitch from Winkler. In there for a strike. on the fastball from Kyle. Osvaldo Martinez, a .258 career average in the major leagues. A .254 career average in the minor leagues over 1,000 games. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch to Martinez in there for a strike. Bases loaded. Winkler 1 strike away from doing his job here in the top half of the 5th inning. Sugarland trailing 7-2. Winkler delivers the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Kyle Winkler just faces 1 batter here in the 5th, strikes him out, but it is a big strikeout as the Skeeters limit the damage, just 1 run for the 5th inning. Middle of the 5th, Skeeters trailing 7-2 against the Road Warriors.
Every Saturday home game at Constellation Field will feature a giveaway or a post-game concert for fans in attendance. Giveaway nights include such items as hats, Swats and Star Wars bobbleheads, a Tracy McGrady bobblehead, and much, much more. While the post-game concerts feature artist 80s sensation The Spasmatics, country bands with Roger Krieger and Jack Ingram, and even a Jimmy Buffett cover band. For a full lineup, visit SugarlandSkeeters.com for more information. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
So there I was, just minding my own business when a hit and run. This guy came out of nowhere, bam, and he just kept going. Thankfully, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance was there with the right auto coverage for how and where I drive. So I was on my way in no time to witness the hit and run that really matter.
Now that's a moment worth covering. 877 Farm Bureau.
Hi, I'm Ira Levin, voice of the Sugarland Skeeters. Join me every Friday night to hear Skeeters baseball live on Sweet 96, Sugarland's only radio station. Listen each Friday night when the Skeeters are both at home and on the road on 96.1 FM for the Friday night game of the week. Follow the drive for the 2018 Atlantic League Championship as the Skeeters and Sweet 96 team up for the first time.
Sugarland, it doesn't get any sweeter!
Welcome back to Constellation Field. Unfortunately, the Skeeters trailing 7-2 against the Road Warriors here in Game 3 of the 7-game series. A little water balloon fight going on in between the frame here.
Need some of those in here. I will pelt you
When
with
was the
water
last-
balloons.
Oh, please. I was a water balloon champ back in my heyday.
Sorry, there's no competition. Where's your medal trophy?
I mean, it's back at home.
The worst and the best water balloon fights are by the same people.
It's not untrue.
So what do you do so special that you're a water balloon champ?
Just make, 12 billion water balloons, just pump them like gas, just like Winkler was doing in that last inning. Dennis Phipps, the 2-hole hitter today, now batting. He looks at strike 1 right there, makes it a 1 ball, 1 strike count to the right fielder. Made one heck of a play in right field earlier in this game, Ira.
Yeah, showing a little range there. Dennis is not always the quickest guy in the world, but he got a good jump.
1-2 count to Dennis Phipps. Skeeters trailing 7-2. Dennis Phipps is going to get on board. Singles that one to right field. So Dennis Phipps, a leadoff hitter in this inning for Sugarland, with the single. That'll bring up Albert Cordero, hitting .304 on the season, 5 homers, 22 RBIs. Last 10 games, though, as you mentioned earlier, Ira, just batting .140. Dennis Phipps at first base, and Albert Cordero grounds one to the second baseman, Rodriguez. Throw to first in time, and that is a double play. Cordero swinging at the first pitch And just like that, there's 2 down for Kelvin Villa.
They're just shooting themselves in the foot here. They have 9 walks on the mound, and any rally seems to be thwarted. That double play, that really hurt right there.
Matt Chavez, nobody on for him. Designated hitter tonight. Batting .344 on the season, 2 homers, 27 RBIs. Sugarland trailing 7-2. Road Warriors have 7 runs on 7 hits. Sugarland 2 runs on 4 hits. First pitch on the way from Villa to Chavez, inside for a ball. Chavez, our player of the game last night, had a 2-for-4 performance. Said the team was fired up about Casey Coleman's night. Of course, 7 shutout innings from Coleman. Chavez fouls that one to the bleachers in right field. 1 ball, 1 strike to Matt Chavez, selected by the White Sox in the 44th round of the 2010 draft out of the University of San Francisco. Nearly hit Chavez right there on the inside pitch from Villa.
What's the nickname of San Francisco?
The Doms, if I'm not mistaken.
Dobbs? What's a Dob?
Doms, D-O-M-S. I don't even know what that is.
A lot of guys named Dominic go to that university?
Maybe so. I am actually pretty darn good at naming college mascots. I don't miss many. Like, literally hit me with any college and I will name the mascot.
I'm going to put you to that test over the course of this season.
Now, I can't promise I'm going to name D2 or D3.
So you don't necessarily know the nickname of the school, just the mascot.
Well, I mean, if you say University of San Francisco, I'll tell you the Doms, or, Syracuse, the Orange, vice versa. The 2-2.
So what's the mascot at the University of San Francisco?
Well, the team name, the team name, not the actual Yeah, that's what I meant. I am fascinated by different team names.
I hadn't noticed that.
The 3-2 payoff pitch. Matt Chavez lines one into right field for a base hit. Matt Chavez aboard with 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Derek Norris Dino up to bat for Sugarland with a runner on for the former Major League All-Star. 0 for 2 tonight, though. His average has dipped to .231, 3 homers, 19 RBIs. First pitch on the way from Villa to Norris, and Norris swinging at the first pitch into center field. He gets aboard, so back-to-back singles for Sugarland with 2 outs. That's the 3rd hit of the inning. Unfortunately, Phipps was retired on a double play. But the Skeeters getting to Villa right here. And that might, well, there's nobody warming in the pen for the Road Warriors, so this should not be it for Villa, just a visit to the mound.
74 pitches for Villa, 45 for strikes.
2 runners on for Sugarland. Chavez with the single, Norris with the single. Kyle Kubica up for the Skeeters. He has singled and struck out.
By the way, 3,685 fans here on Super Splash morning/afternoon.
Like I said, nobody warming in the bullpen for the Road Warriors, so Villa will stay in this game. It's not his first stint in the Atlantic League. I mentioned earlier he was on the inaugural Skeeters team, and then he pitched for the Road Warriors in 2011. Spent 2010 with the Newark Bears and 2013 with Bridgeport. He's pitched for 4 different Atlantic League teams. The 1-0 pitch to Kubica. Paints the outside corner for a strike. Beautiful day in Sugarland on Super Splash Day. Hear the kids screaming in the background. Kubica lines one right to the first baseman. So the Skeeters get 3 hits in the 5th inning. 2 left on, no runs. They still trail the Road Warriors 7-2 here in Sugarland.
Where can you go to beat the heat and enjoy some wonderful shade trees on the finest deck in Fort Bend? The answer is Dry Creek Social Club. They offer a large selection of craft beers, fine wines, and handmade cocktails. Relax and enjoy yourself indoors or outdoors. They also have a large dance floor and feature live music and a great atmosphere. Conveniently located nearby at 3333 FM 359 between the Swinging Door and Pecan Grove.
Come on over, 832-471-6668 for more information.
What does it take to rebuild trust? At Wells Fargo, we've been thinking about that a lot lately. For us, it begins with a renewed commitment to our customers, fixing what went wrong, making things right, working with more transparency and higher accountability, and reinventing how we serve you. It's a new day at Wells Fargo, but it's a lot like our first day. Wells Fargo, established 1852, re-established 2018. Wells Fargo Bank N.A., member FDIC.
Trying to plan a fun corporate or family event? Let us help. With our group packages here at Constellation, we have everything you need for fun, friendly, family, affordable entertainment. No matter what size the group, we have options for you, like our picnic plaza with our in-ground pool and even a 2-hour food buffet. The Skeeters can customize an outing to fit all your needs. To plan your event, call us here at 281-240-HITS or log on to sugarlandskeeters.com.
Top of the 6th inning, Sugarland trailing the visiting Road Warriors 7-2. And we're going to throw it back to the voice of the Sugarland Skeeters himself, Ira Liebman.
Thank you, William. 3, 4, and 5 here for the Road Warriors. Edwin Gomez, Jose Ruiz, and Alfredo Silviero. 7-2. Road Warriors in front here. Got Winkler still on the hill for Sugarland. Gomez, the switch hitter, batting here from the left side. First pitch is a little bit low and in. They appeal, but he did not go. 1-0. Gomez has struck out, grounded out, and flied out. He is 0 for 1. Flag's limp in right center right now with the left-handed hitting Gomez here. We saw a home run by a lefty earlier. Jorge Fernandez, both of these guys switch hitters. It must be intimidating as a batter. Hitting against Winkler, who kind of lunges at you. 2 balls and no strikes now, the count to Gomez. Winkler 6 pitches in relief, came in and finished off that 5th inning. This one swung in a hot shot to first, a one-hop bullet, but right to Norris, spears it to his left and carries it all the way to first as if to say, I've got it. It's right here, I promise you. So 1 out, none on for Jose Ruiz. Only had 1 at bat coming into this game, but been on base twice with a walk, an RBI single, scored a run, and hit into a double play last time up, so he's 1 for 2. Left-hand hitting first baseman will step in here against Winkler. So far, Kyle, so far so good. It has been tough going for Skeeters pitchers. At least here this afternoon. Take a look at some of that. Marshall went just 2 1/3, allowed 2 earned runs. Grissett just 2/3 of an inning, 3 earned runs. Levine 1 2/3, 1 earned run. This one hit to second, right at Colin Walsh. The second baseman will throw out Ruiz. 4-3 in the putout, 2 down. So far 3 up, 3 down for Winkler. And look looking for the Skeeters' first 1-2-3 inning of the game if he can get Alfredo Silveira. Silveira has grounded out to short, walked and flied out to center. He's 0 for 2. So far for Winkler, 9 pitches, 6 for strikes. This one is a strike on the outside corner. No balls and 1 strike to count, so Winkler getting ahead, hence the success. He pitches a fastball 90 to 93, a changeup, and a slider. They set up away here, and the 0-1 is swung and grounded back to Winkler, left side of the mound, stops, plants, fires to first in time. 1-3 on the putout. 3 ground ball outs, 1 to first, 1 to second, and right back to Winkler as he gets these Road Warriors 1-2-3. The first time the Skeeters have retired the Road Warriors in order. Middle of the 6th inning. Skeeters still down 5-7-2.
Hey, what's for dinner tonight? That's probably the hardest question we all answer every day. May I suggest La Cocina Mexican Restaurant? Dine in or take away. They have the best Mexican food in the area, and it's all handmade from scratch. Try their famous street tacos. The Fiesta Packs are unbeatable, and delivery is provided. Located at 515 FM 359, or for even quicker service or reservations, 281-238-0872. That's 281-238-0872.
Sweet 96 is on the air everywhere. On the radio from our Fort Bend County Tower site located on the Grand Parkway at 96.1 FM or online at sweet96.com. Click the Listen Live link and enjoy our community programming anytime you like from anywhere in the world. Or just tap the app. Download the free TuneIn Radio app for your smartphone and search Sweet 96.
Salon Evan and Day Spa is the premier of Veda Concept Salon in Sugar Land. Locally owned and family operated since 1989. Let our Aveda trained stylists take you to the highest level of satisfaction with the latest techniques for coloring, highlighting, and precision haircuts. Treat yourself to our famous Aveda facial, a relaxing massage, or a signature manicure and pedicure. Have an ultimate salon experience today at Salon Evan and Day Spa. 281-980-5160. 281-980-5160.
Now into pitch for the Road Warriors. It's the man, the myth, the legend himself, Chris Tribett, former Sugarland Skeeter, 5'11", 185 pounds, the righty from Oklahoma. His last team was the Skeeters. 5.79 ERA for the player coach for the Road Warriors. He's pitched 18 2/3 innings. He's allowed 12 earned runs on 24 hits, and he struck out 11 batters. Ira, you had a chance to talk to him yesterday.
As Tribett, the player slash coach slash bus driver slash GM will come in here. Chris literally drives the bus to and from the ballpark wherever the Road Warriors are. 32-year-old right-hander will be 31. He'll be 32. July 26th, the Collinsville, Oklahoma native. I want to give a big shout out to his dad, Fred Tribett, who is a bit under the weather, so we hope he gets well soon. Fred was a big listener of ours when Chris played here. Tribett was part of the 2016 championship team. He was not on the playoff roster, but certainly valuable innings that year. He will pitch to the bottom of the order here in the bottom of the 6. 7, 8, and 9 for Sugarland. Courtney Hawkins, Anthony Jansanti, and Alvaro Rondon. Hawkins has flied out to center and walked. He is 0 for 1. During that championship year, he was 1-1 with a 3.46 ERA in 10 games and pitched for Somerset later that year. Began the season in the American Association with the Joplin Blasters. There's a good name for you. Also spent some time with Sugarland in 2015. Tribett, that hybrid of sidearm and Submariner. This one is fouled back, 2-1 the count. Pretty big adjustment going from Villa, throwing a bit harder to the awkward angles of Tribett. Chris went to Rogers State University and Northeastern State University. They set up low and away. The 2-1 is Hawkins looked like he wanted to come out of his shoes to get to that one. Chris will fool you. Looks like it's coming out at one angle or one speed, and it comes out the complete opposite. Kind of sets in an L position. This one hit deep to left field. Going back is Silviero on the track at the wall, looking up, and it's gone. Wow, did that carry? The 9th home run of the year for Courtney Hawkins. RBI number 36 adds to both league leading totals, and the Skeeters down 4 now, 7-3.
Courtney Hawkins, the no-doubter, the Wells Fargo Picnic Plaza. Unfortunately, there's no runners on with that home run, but nonetheless, the Atlantic League leader in home runs and RBIs adds to his totals.
That's been the problem with the Skeeters' home runs lately. They hit them when nobody is on. A lot of solo home runs. Both teams with 7 hits apiece. Skeeters trailing 7-3. In steps Anthony Jansanti. First pitch to Anthony, a strike. Anthony familiar with Chris. He has both played with him and against him. This one is a little blooper to second on the outfield grass at the second baseman Rodriguez, and he'll bring it down for out number 1. So it says the number 9 hitter, Alvaro Rondon. This should be an interesting matchup. Rondon and Tribet, kind of those guys that get the most out of their ability. Chris stands in at 5'11", Rondon at 5'10", and Rondon just 160. Tribet 185. This one fouled back towards the screen. No balls and 1 strike to count. Skeeters trailing by 4, 7-3, but a run in here on the home run by Courtney Hawkins. That was the first run since that 2-run first. Tribet looks like he is in a upside down L position when he gets set. Ground ball to short, throwing it from one knee as the first shortstop, and he throws it high to first. Martinez grabbed the ball and slipped, and he threw it with 1 foot out on his heel and the other one back kind of in a squatting position. Tried to get the throw to first. That's going to be an E6. Perhaps the break the Skeeters needed. A 1 on, 1 in, 1 out. We go back to the top of the order. The switch hitting Colin Walsh, who about here from the left side against Chris Tribet. Wow, they're going to score that one a hit. That's kind of a surprise.
I think they might have been taking into consideration with Rondon's speed. He might have beat that out anyway. I didn't think so, but it's going to be a close play either way.
Skeeters now out hitting the Road Warriors 8-7, but trailing 7-3. They set up a way here on Walsh, and this one hit high in the air, playable in right center field. The center fielder Ray will haul it in, and that's the second out. Thought that might carry a little further. Speaking of balls carrying a little bit further, Dennis Phipps will step in with his 5 home runs and 14 RBIs. He has walked and scored, fly out to right and singled, so 1 for 2 for number 29. Came in hitting .316. Swing of the bat would make this a 2-run game. Let's see if Phipps can do anything here against Tribet. I think Tribet, one of those pitchers where you either going to have a lot of success against him or look extremely silly. Throw over to first. Getting back is Rondon. I don't know if Rondon would take off here down 4 runs. Probably not the wisest of moves. And a pretty heads-up player. Another throw to first. Rondon dives back in head first. 7-7-1 for the visiting Road Warriors. 3-8-1 for the hometown Skeeters. Tribet right now, 11 pitches, 8 for strikes. No wind at all right now in the ballpark. First pitch here is a little bit low and in to Phipps. 1 ball and no strikes to count. A lot of quick workers on the mound. Brett Marshall started this one. Kelvin Villa. Get over Villa's numbers here in a moment. The 1-0 swung and missed. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. It's kind of surprised that Villa came out. His pitch count was pretty reasonable. He goes 5 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 3 walks and a strikeout. In line for the win right now. The 1-1 from the right hander. Swung and hit high in the air to left field, but playable. Charging it is the left fielder, Silviero, and he'll come out number 3. But the Skeeters get a run on the leadoff home run by Courtney Hawkins. And now 2/3 of the way through at the end of the 6th inning, Skeeters are trailing by 4, 7-3.
Hey Skeeters fans, if you're a senior, 55 or over, we have a great deal for you. Join our Silver Skeeters Club presented by Advanced Hearing Center. Silver Skeeters Club members receive admission to 9 Skeeters home games, free drink coupons on game days, exclusive VIP events, and much more. If you're a Skeeters fan aged 55 or over, don't miss out on this great opportunity. For more information, go online to sugarlandskeeters.com.
The National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. Relive baseball's greatest moments, connect with the national pastime, and honor the all-time greats of the game. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org.
Hi, I'm Ira Lieben, voice of the Sugarland Skeeters. Join me every Friday night to hear Skeeters Baseball live on Sweet 96, Sugarland's only radio station. Listen each Friday night when the Skeeters are both at home and on the road on 96.1 FM for the Friday night game of the week. Follow the drive for the 2018 Atlantic League Championship as the Skeeters and Sweet 96 team up for the first time.
Sugarland, it doesn't get any sweeter!
We are La Casina.
Los Skeeters!
Oh, we move to the top of the 7th. Skeeters are trailing 7-3. Kyle Winkler has brought some sanity to this game. Had a 1-2-3 inning last time up. He has retired all 4 batters he has faced. Will face 6, 7, and 8 here, starting with Jorge Fernandez, who takes the first pitch for a strike on the outside corner. Fernandez, Geraldo Valentin, and then Melvin Rodriguez, a switch hitter, a righty, and a lefty. Winkler so far 12 pitches, 8 for strikes. A switch hitter batting here from the left side against the Skeeters right-hander. This one is clubbed foul just past the Skeeters dugout on the right side. And fan in the first row almost falls onto the field trying to get to that one. And the umpire gets in the ball. That's nice. Good effort. He tried. And he's rewarded. No balls and 2 strikes to count here on Fernandez. This one a little check swing, swing, and Winkler grabs it and fires a bullet to first. 5 up, 5 down for Winkler. What a job he has done. Second straight ball he's fielded too. Geraldo Valentin will step in. He's grounded out to third. Singled, drove in a run, and scored a run in his second at bat. Walked and scored last time up, so 1 for 2 with an RBI and 2 runs scored. Right-hand hitting DH 229 with a home run and 8 RBIs. First pitch here by Winkler is a strike on the outside corner. No balls in 1 strike the count here to Valentin. Winkler looks in for the sign here from his catcher, Albert Cordero. Swung and missed. Great slider low and away. And quickly, no balls in 2 strikes here on Valentin. Valentin hitting well. Last 5 games, 6 for 19, a 316 mark. Now has himself an 8-game hitting streak with his single here this afternoon. The 0-2. Swung and missed. Strike 3. And Valentine down on 3 pitches. That was 6 up and 6 down for Winkler, who's looking for his second straight 1-2-3 inning after coming in to get the last out in the 5th. So second strikeout. The left-hand hitting Melvin Rodriguez will step in. Rodriguez has grounded to second, singled, drove into, and doubled. He is 2 for 3. They set up outside. This one is low and away off the mid of Cordero. 1 ball and no strikes. 17 pitches for Winkler, 14 of them for strikes. And that's what the first 3 were not doing. Marshall, Grissett, and Levine were just not throwing strikes at all. All 3 of them had more balls than strikes thrown in the game. The 1-0. Swung and chop foul. Just to the right of home. Right to Skeeters bat by. Big Mike Garcia, who throws it to a young fan. Nice job, Big Mike. 1 ball and 1 strike the count here. 245, 3 home runs, 10 RBIs for the left-handed hitting second baseman. The 1-1 is one low in near the feet of Rodriguez. 2 balls and a strike. That was the 20th pitch by Winkler. 3/4 of his pitches for strikes. 15 of the 20. The 2-1. Swung and missed. Kind of a weak half swing at a ball low and away. 2-2. Hot, humid day out there. Winkler drying his mouth with his shirt, and then goes to the dirt for the grip. The 2-2 here from Winkler. Swung on and missed, strike 3 way out in front of that one, and that'll do it. 3 inning. 7th inning stretch time. Get your peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I do care if you never come back. Skeeters down 7-3.
Skeeters fans, end your weekend with Skeeters baseball at Constellation Field for Sunday Fun Day. We have something for everyone. Play catch in the outfield, and your favorite Skeeters players will be signing autographs before the game. Also, after the game, all kids will be able to run the bases. Constellation Field has everything you need for a fun, family-friendly, affordable day at the ballpark. For more information, contact us at 281-240-HITS or visit us on the web at sugarlandskeeters.com.
So there I was, just minding my own business when a hit and run. This guy came out of nowhere, bam, and he just kept going. Thankfully, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance was there with the right auto coverage for how and where I drive. So I was on my way in no time to witness the hit and run that really matter.
Now that's a moment worth covering. 877 Farm Bureau.
Every Saturday home game at Constellation Field will feature a giveaway or a post-game concert for fans in attendance. Giveaway nights include such items as hats, Swats and Star Wars bobbleheads, a Tracy McGrady bobblehead, and much, much more. While the post-game concerts feature artist 80s sensation The Spasmatics, country bands with Roger Krieger and Jack Ingram, and even a Jimmy Buffett cover band. For a full lineup, visit SugarlandSkeeters.com for more information. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
Let me hear you. Good and loud. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the lobby. Take me out to the ground. Buy some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever live back or it's root. Let's root for the party. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes you're out at the all game. Hey! Let's get some run!
Well, Harry Carey sent it best. Skeeters are down 7-3, starting to get a little bit late here. Albert Cordero will lead it off here for the Skeeters. They are down 4. Kyle Winkler has really settled down things on the mound. He has retired 7 straight. Hope you're all stretched out. Cordero, Chavez, and Norris here, 3, 4, and 5. Cordero so far has a sack bunt, reached on air, and hit into a double play, so officially 0 for 2. Chris Tribett still on the hill for the Road Warriors. First pitch a little bit low. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Tribett goes back to the backside of the mound. Cordero came in hitting .304, 5 home runs, 22 RBIs. It's one swung and missed. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Wind picking up again, blowing in from right center. It's either been blowing very hard here this afternoon or not at all. They set up low and away. The 1-1 is served foul. It's just 2 hours left, 1 and 2. 7 runs on 7 hits, 1 error for the Road Warriors, 3 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error for the Skeeters. I'll go back to my statement about being 3 hits ahead when trailing, and if the Skeeters get to that point, perhaps a comeback in the making. This one low and away. Now 2 and 2 here on Cordero. Tribe at 17 pitches, 12 for strikes. And just before he delivers, he steps off. Got to wipe the brow. It is hot and humid out there. So Winkler doing that at the top half of this inning. As it's getting hotter as we go. Started out at 89 degrees, and now it is over 90. Should be probably about 94, I would guess. 93, I was close. Bam, pitch coming here to Cordero. Switch hitter batting from the left side. This one high and outside, ball 4. So the 4th walk of the night or afternoon for the Road Warriors, first by Tribett. In the 2 innings that Tribett has pitched, both leadoff hitters got on. Courtney Hawkins hit a home run to lead off last inning, and now Cordero walks here. Skeeters certainly not out of this game. Still got 9 outs, down just 4. Chavez, who is 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs, will step in. Sandwich between those 2 singles as a ground out to third. Chavez going through his rituals as he steps to the plate, and will do it after each and every pitch. There's one, a strike on the outside corner. First he goes to the belt, then the gloves. Sometimes he goes to the helmet. There's the helmet. And he's back in.
Consistency. Same little routine every time.
The 0-1 here to Chavez. Swung in a chopper to second. They will go to second for 1. I think that's all they'll get, and that is it. So Cordero forced out. I'll go down 4-6. So I place Chavez for Cordero. 1 on, 1 out. That'll bring in Derek Norris.
Do a quick update on some former Skeeters. Mitch Talbot. He's been doing very well with AAA Columbus in the Indians organization. His first time out, gave up 4 runs in 5 innings, but since he's thrown 11 and 2/3 and has just surrendered 2 runs in those starts, his ERA all the way down to 3.24. His last start, he threw 6 and 2/3 scoreless, 5 strikeouts. Good to see Talbot doing well.
First pitch here is grounded to third. This might be 2. They go to second for 1. The relay to first is in time. Wow. As the second double play of the Skeeters, and they seems to be running themselves out of innings. 5-4-3 on the double play, and that'll do it. So pitching around the leadoff walk is Tribett, an unconventional 1-2-3. We are through 7 innings of play. Skeeters are down 7-3.
Want to watch a Skeeters game in style? We have just what you need. Our game day suites are ideal for entertaining clients, rewarding employees, networking, and even celebrating personal milestones. Let us make it easy for you. Suite rentals come with food and soft drinks, parking privileges, and even access to our Insperity Club. Drinking packages are also available. To plan your event, call us at 281-240-HITS or visit us on the web at sugarlandskeeters.com.
Hey fans, come bring the family for one of the most exciting nights of the week here at Constellation Field. Firework Fridays, where we celebrate our Skeeters like it's the 4th of July. With music and a fantastic fireworks show after each and every Friday home game that's included with your ticket purchase. We'll be doing this every Friday through the entire Skeeter season, so start off your weekend with a bang. For more information, contact us at 281-240-HITS or visit us on the web at sugarlandskeeters.com.
Hey Skeeters fans, if you're a senior, 55 or over, we have a great deal for you. Join our Silver Skeeters Club presented by Advanced Hearing Center. Silver Skeeters Club members receive admission to 9 Skeeters home games, free drink coupons on game days, exclusive VIP events, and much more. If you're a Skeeters fan aged 55 or over, don't miss out on this great opportunity. For more information, go online to sugarlandskeeters.com.
Now on to pitch for the Skeeters is World Series champ Dan Runzler, the 6'4", 210-pound lefty from Santa Monica, California. Of course, pitched for the Giants and the Pirates in the major leagues this season for the Sugarland Skeeters. He has a 4.40 ERA in 18 games, 14 and a third innings pitched. He's allowed 7 earned runs, and on 17 hits, he struck out 14 batters, but as of late, he has been phenomenal, Ira.
Well, pitch to Isaac Wenrich, who has struck out and walked each of the last 2 times up. First pitch, a ball, 1 ball and no strikes to count to the catcher, who came in batting just 111. No home runs and no RBIs. It'll be a lefty-lefty matchup here. Next 2 lefties, hence why Winkler's in here. Why Runzler's in here. And take a look at how Winkler did. Really phenomenal. 7 up, 7 down, 2 1-2-3 innings, and really helped the Skeeters stay in this game. Winkler, 2 1/3, no runs, no hits, no walks, and 3 strikeouts. Really a phenomenal outing for Kyle. 2-1 the count here on Wenrich. Runzler. This one a strike on the outside corner, 2-2. Skeeters trailing by 4, 7-3 here in the 8th. Starting to get late. They'll set up away here, and this one is swung and missed strike 3. That is 3 straight strikeouts between Winkler and Runzler. So 1 out, none on, back to the top of the order with Anthony Ray. Ray has lined out to right, walked, driven in a run with one of his walks, has also scored a run. Second straight lefty here against Runzler as we go back to the top of the order with Anthony Ray. This one is swung and a miss. 0-1 the count on Ray. 198, no home runs and 8 RBIs. Skeeters trailing 7-3 here in the 8th. Swanee is grounded to the right side. Walsh charges, fires it on the run, and the throw will pull Chavez off the bag. That will be an E4. Skeeters have really struggled here today. There's no question about it. Both offensively, defensively, and on the mound. Going to bring in Octavio Martinez. He has been on base 3 times with 2 singles and a walk, and he has scored a run. The first batter Winkler faced, and he struck out. So 2 for 3.
That was ruled an E4.
As it should be. There goes the runner. The throw down to second is in time. Caught stealing, proving once again crime doesn't pay. Great throw by Cordero right on the bag. 2-4 on the putout. Erased the error very quickly and had 2 outs, none on. Last 2 outings for Runzler were scoreless. He had a string of 10 straight before allowing a couple of runs at Somerset. His one is a little bit low, 2-0.
Anthony Ray this season just 50% on stolen bases. He's been caught 3 times, and he's been successful 3 times.
Might be a hint not to go. That's a terrible stolen base rate. This one is fouled off. They say 66%, which is 2 of every 3, but really feel you should be stealing about 75% if you want to be a successful base stealer. 1-2 now the count here on Martinez. Last 10 appearances, a 2.08 ERA for Runzler. This one is foul down the right side. No, that's going to be a fair ball. Just a little lazy bloop down the right side as he went the other way. A 1-out single. Excuse me, a 2-out single. Skeeters trailing 7-3 here in the top of the 8th. Switch inning, Edwin Gomez will step to the plate. He'll bat from the right side against the Skeeters southpaw, former big leaguer Dan Runzler. Gomez 0 for 4. He has grounded out to first twice. He has flied out and struck out. Runzler has been much better at home on the road. On the road, he has a 7.94 ERA. Time for 6th in the Atlantic League with 18 appearances, so he's been a workhorse for the Skeeters. First pitch was a strike. Runzler looks at first, comes home. This one high and outside, 1-1. Both teams with 8 hits apiece now. 7 runs on 8 hits for the Road Warriors, 3 runs on 8 hits for the Skeeters. Struggling a pair of errors. And the Road Warriors a solo one. This one is hit high in there to left field, but playable. In comes Hawkins, still coming in. Now he's got a beat on it, and he brings it down for the final. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 men left on base. Middle of the 8th inning. Skeeters need to get the bats going. They got 6 out to work with. They're down 4, 7-3.
Spring-free trampoline. The perfect way to go outside and be active. Your family will enjoy the thrill of a trampoline that keeps them safe and engaged all year long, right in your backyard. Visit us in Katy or online at www.springfreetrampoline.com. Smart in safety, smart in quality, smart in innovation. Spring-free trampoline.
Hey, what's for dinner tonight? That's probably the hardest question we all answer every day. May I suggest La Cocina Mexican Restaurant? Dine in or take away. They have the best Mexican food in the area, and it's all handmade from scratch. Try their famous street tacos. The Fiesta Packs are unbeatable, and delivery is provided. Located at 515 FM 359, or for even quicker service or reservations, 281-238-0872. That's 281-238-0872.
Hi, I'm Ira Leben, voice of the Sugarland Skeeters. Join me every Friday night to hear Skeeters baseball live on Sweet 96, Sugarland's only radio station. Listen each Friday night when the Skeeters are both at home and on the road on 96.1 FM for the Friday night game of the week. Follow the drive for the 2018 Atlantic League Championship as the Skeeters and Sweet 96 team up for the first time. Sugarland, it doesn't get any sweeter!
Now on the bump for the Road Warriors will be Christian Fletcher, the 6'2", 150-pound lefty from Puerto Rico. Last appeared in the Pecos League. This season, he has a 2.75 ERA in 18 games, 19 and 2/3 innings pitched. He's allowed 6 earned runs on 17 hits, and he's struck out 9.
Fletcher, he's 23 years old, and he just turned 23 on May 9th. So a youngster. We'll pitch to 6, 7, and 8 here. Kyle Kubica, Courtney Hawkins, Anthony Jansanti. Skeeters trailing by 4 here in the bottom of the 8th, 7-3. Kubica 1 for 3 with a single, a strikeout, and a line out to first. Fletcher drafted in the 27th round by the Royals. That was in 2013. First pitch misses here inside 1-0. His pro career 3-7 of 5.92 ERA, 2 saves. It's one low, 2-0 here to Kubica.
Now, I know that your favorite name is Emilio Bonifacio, but my favorite name now might be Christian Fletcher.
His full name, Christian Fletcher Astacio.
Oh, that's even better.
The 2-0. This one is a base hit into right field, just over the first baseman Jose Ruiz's glove. Well, the Skeeters were down 7-3. Get started here on the right foot in the 8th with a leadoff single by Kyle Kubica, who's now 2 for 4.
Yeah, it's great to see Kubica having a good game. 2 for 4 tonight. He's obviously been in a slump, but 2 hits tonight.
And Courtney Hawkins, who homered to lead off the 6th inning, will bat here. He has flat out walked in the solo homer, his 9th of the year. That leads the Atlantic League. Throw to first. Kubica gets back, standing up easily. Skeeters now out hitting the Road Warriors 9-8, trailing by 4-7-3 though. First pitch is low and away. 1 ball and no strikes to count here. Fletcher had 8 straight scoreless appearances from May 5th through the 23rd, 8 2/3. He was a 2013 Rawlings Perfect Game All-American honorable mention out of high school.
Wow.
This one is a ground ball slowly to the shortstop, who juggles it. Thought about 2, now has to go to first for 1. Will not be an error, can't assume the double play, but he should have turned that into 2. Going to second is Kubica, 1 out, 1 on for Anthony Jansanti.
Well, that's the second ball Osvaldo Martinez, the former major leaguer, has bobbled tonight at second base. Would have been a routine double play, but instead the Skeeters just 1 down and a runner in scoring position for Anthony Jansanti.
Anthony 0 for 3. He is flat out to right, flat out to center, and popped out to second. Open stance from the right side against the southpaw, Christian Fletcher. First pitch by the lefty. This one is a strike on the outside corner. 0-1 the count. Fletcher is actually 8 for 25 as a hitter. Last year for the Alpine Cowboys in the Pecos League. Got a chance to hit a bunch apparently. He had 320. Didn't have any home runs, but 3 RBIs. Swung and a missed here. Now Jansanti, who wears number 21, is down 1-2.
So he was the Ohtani of the Pecos League?
I don't know if 25 at-bats qualifies you as the Ohtani, but that's a lot of at-bats. It's no league with the DH, so he apparently was sent up to hit. The 1-2 here from the lefty. This one popped up. Fletcher points it out right side. The first baseman Ruiz in foul territory just in front of the first base bag. Will bring it down for the second out. And the Skeeters, who are trailing by 4 here, are down to the final 4 outs. They're down 7-3. In steps Alvaro Rondon. Rondon with 2 hits on his last 2 at-bats, both singles. He is 2 for 3. He's also grounded out to first. Well, tomorrow in Game 4 of this matchup, we go back to the regularly scheduled time of 7:05. Thank goodness. It'll be Skeeters right-hander Dallas Beeler, amongst the league leaders in ERA, an ERA under 2 at 197, a 2-1 record. You will face off against lefty Giovanni Soto, the former big leaguer 1-2 with an ERA over 5 at 5.01. Well, the ERA might be 5.01, but the game is at 7:05. In steps the Skeeters left-hand hitting shortstop Alvaro Rondon. First pitch here to Alvaro. Swung and missed. Good off-speed pitch and there by Fletcher. Had Rondon way out in front, 0-1 the count. I'm taking, if Fletcher finishes off this inning, we'll see former Skeeter Andrew Johnston, AJ, to close it as he did in the first game. This one a strike on the outside corner. Pretty good slider there by Fletcher. And now Rondon down 0-2. Action in the Skeeters bullpen. That looks like Ben Rowan, the Submariner. Slow ground ball left side of the mound will go to Martinez at short. The throw to first, not in time. Here comes the runner. The throw to the plate is not in time. Hustle by Kubica gets the Skeeters a run. They trail by 3 now, 7-4.
It was a great play from Martinez, the shortstop, barehanding it. Throw to first, though. You're not going to get the speedy Rondon. Heads up play from Kubica around at third. Road Warriors weren't expecting that. And it results in a run for the Skeeters. They're just down 3, Ira. Tying run on deck.
That was heads up by Kubica. The ball was to the left side of the mound, just out of the reach of Fletcher. And that ball was slowed down. Octavio Martinez did everything he could. He barehanded it, threw it to first, but Rondon, not only speed, but running from the left side of the box. But Kubica coming all the way around on the infield, hits a score. Back to the top of the order now with Colin Walsh. He'd love to get one more run. Being down by 3 in the ninth, a bigger deficit than just a pair. Bloop and a blast, and you're tied. Throw to first. Rondon dives back in head first. Kind of a snap throw by the lefty, Fletcher.
Colin Walsh can get on here. You're going to bring up Dennis Phipps, who has a lot of power. One swing in the back, you'll tie the game.
This one is a strike on the inside corner. 0-1 the count to the switch hitting Walsh, bounding here from the right side against the lefty, Christian Fletcher. The 0-1 way low and away. That'll run the count to 1 ball and 1 strike here on Walsh. Fletcher now 14 pitches, 9 for strikes, 5 for balls. And another throw to first. Rondon back standing up in plenty of time. And action now in the Road Warriors bullpen. And that is number 22, AJ, the closer for the Road Warriors, the former Skeeter reliever and 2-time All-Star. What was that? That was as off speed as it gets. Almost looked like a knuckleball, and they're going to call a balk here.
Wow.
So Rondon will go down to second. Now a base hit makes this a 2-run ball game.
Did you happen to see the Astros game the other day?
I
It was
did
called
not.
a balk, and A.J. Hinch came out and argued, and they ended up calling it a balk, resulted in the eventual game-winning run for the Astros.
The 2-1 here from Fletcher. This one swung in, chop foul towards third. Nice catch by the Skeeters' third base coach, Juice. And Juice throws it into the Road Warriors dugout. One of the coaches will throw it to a fan. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 on, 1 in. Skeeters now trailing by 3, 7-4 here in the bottom of the 8th. They set up low and away. The 2-2 to Walsh, swung on, popped up. This one's going to be into shallow right center field. Center fielder Ray will haul it in for the final out. But the Skeeters get 1 run on 2 hits. 1 man left on base. We are through 8. It is the Skeeters trailing by 3, 7-4 here to the Road Warriors.
What does it take to rebuild trust? At Wells Fargo, we've been thinking about that a lot lately. For us, it begins with a renewed commitment to our customers, fixing what went wrong, making things right, working with more transparency and higher accountability, and reinventing how we serve you. It's a new day at Wells Fargo, but it's a lot like our first day. Wells Fargo, established 1852, re-established 2018. Wells Fargo Bank N.A., member FDIC.
Has your home or commercial insurance claim been denied or underpaid? At Morgan Elite Specialist Services, we know that the insurance claim process can be stressful. Our public adjusters have the experience to make this process as smooth, easy, and comfortable as possible, so you can get on with enjoying the things you're protecting. Learn more by visiting us online at messtx.com. That's MESSTX.com. Or call us today at 855-445-3404. We truly look forward to meeting you.
Where can you go to beat the heat and enjoy some wonderful shade trees on the finest deck in Fort Bend? The answer is Dry Creek Social Club. They offer a large selection of craft beers, fine wines, and handmade cocktails. Relax and enjoy yourself indoors or outdoors. They also have a large dance floor and feature live music and a great atmosphere. Conveniently located nearby at 3333 FM 359 between the Swinging Door and Pecan Grove.
Come on over, 832-471-6668 for more information.
Hi, I'm Kim Holstead with Coldwell Banker United Realtors in Sugarland. Go Skeeters!
In to pitch the ninth inning for the Skeeters is former Major Leaguer Ben Rowan, the 6'4", 203-pound righty from California. Last pitched with AAA Louisville, the affiliate of the Cincinnati Reds. Also pitched for the Milwaukee Brewers and Texas Rangers. This season for Sugarland, Ben Rowan has been very, very good. 2.70 ERA in 4 games. 3 1/3. He's allowed 1 run on 2 hits, and he has struck out 3.
Rowan will face the meat of the order here, 4, 5, and 6. Jose Ruiz, Alfredo Silveiro, and Jorge Fernandez. Rowan usually somewhere along the line to throw as a Submariner, as his first one is flared into left. Long run by Hawkins, dives head first and comes up with it. What a play by the Skeeters left fielder Courtney Hawkins.
Saw miss a ball in left earlier today. That time going all out to make that catch. And that is a big first out for Ben Rowan and the Skeeters. You want to keep it a 3-run game.
A little floater into left that Hawkins closed on quickly. Now we're bringing Alfredo Silveiro, who is 0 for 3 with the walk. But Rowan, usually a Submariner, somewhere along the way you've been injured or you're just not throwing hard enough to get looks, but he actually converted to a Submariner in high school. Now, somebody had a long-range plan for him.
It's freshman year of high school. It's unbelievable.
Skeeters are down 7-4 here in the top of the ninth. And Rowan, who kind of drops down and looks like he's about to sling it in sidearm, but at the last second he flips it from underneath, so hence he is a Submariner. Two kind of unorthodox pitchers with Chris Tribett earlier in this game, and now Ben Rowan. Maybe Chris should speak to Ben a little bit. This one is low and away, 1-2. They had Rowan on the pregame show yesterday. Rowan 2 years in the bigs, no record of 6.94 ERA. This one swung and fouled right side. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. He has played in the Rangers, Brewers, Reds, Orioles, Cubs, and Blue Jays system. Former International League All-Star in 2016 with AAA Buffalo. 3-time All-Star, once in the Carolina League, and twice with the Rangers. The 1-2. Swung and hit down the left side, foul. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, he told you on the pregame show that he was born in Buffalo and then moved to California, comes back to Buffalo to pitch in AAA. That must have been a pretty cool experience for him to go back to upstate New York.
Yeah, the Buffalo Bisons. Rich Stadium.
I need to make it. I've been to a couple Binghamton Rumble Ponies games. I need to go to a Buffalo game for sure.
Rowan, who started out at Los Angeles Harbor College, then went to Virginia Tech. Big football fan. Not to go to play ball sports, but he wanted to go to his school that not only would get him some recognition as a pitcher, somewhere scouts would see him, but also wanted to watch some football.
He's been around Buffalo, California, and Virginia.
Hot, cold, and right in the middle. The 2-2 swung and grounded to first. Backhanded by Norris. Nice play. He will take it himself. 3 unassisted as Rowan continues to mow down hitters with his unorthodox submarine pitch. So 2 outs, not on for the switch hitting Jorge Fernandez. Fernandez has homered, walked, popped out, and grounded out. Oh, he is 1 for 3, his second home run of the year in his first at bat. Skeeters trailing 7-4 here in the top half of the 9th inning. Rowan began the year at Louisville playing for the Bats. That's a tour I want to do. Louisville Slugger.
Oh, yeah.
And I believe they give all the players in that town, both home and road, a free tour. Swanee swung and missed. Way in front of that pitch. He was 0-2 with a 9.28 ERA. But going back to that season in Buffalo, really took his game to another level. Actually, correction, when he was at AA and AAA in Frisco and Round Rock, really had a phenomenal season, 6-1 with a .69 ERA, 13 saves. Following year, he starts out in AAA and he's in the majors by the end of the year. Got back to the bigs in 2016 with the Brewers. No balls and 2 strikes to count here. With the Bisons 0-4, but a .247 ERA and 1 save. Swung on and missed, and if he doesn't swing at that, that probably hits him. 1, 2, 3, go. Here's from the Submariner, Ben Rowan. Last chance for the Skeeters. They have 3 outs to work with. They are down 3, 7-4. We'll see if the Skeeters can come back when we come back for the bottom of the 9th.
Every Saturday home game at Constellation Field will feature a giveaway or a post-game concert for fans in attendance. Giveaway nights include such items as hats, Swats and Star Wars bobbleheads, a Tracy McGrady bobblehead, and much, much more. While the post-game concerts feature artist 80s sensation The Spasmatics, country bands with Roger Krieger and Jack Ingram, and even a Jimmy Buffett cover band. For a full lineup, visit SugarlandSkeeters.com for more information. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
Hey, what's for dinner tonight? That's probably the hardest question we all answer every day. May I suggest La Cocina Mexican Restaurant? Dine in or take away. They have the best Mexican food in the area, and it's all handmade from scratch. Try their famous street tacos. The Fiesta Packs are unbeatable, and delivery is provided. Located at 515 FM 359, or for even quicker service or reservations, 281-238-0872. That's 281-238-0872.
Spring-free trampoline. The perfect way to go outside and be active. Your family will enjoy the thrill of a trampoline that keeps them safe and engaged all year long, right in your backyard. Visit us in Katy or online at www.springfreetrampoline.com. Smart in safety, smart in quality, smart in innovation. Spring-free trampoline.
Now on to pitch for Sugarland is former Skeeter Andrew Johnston, the 6'5", 205-pound righty from St. Louis, Missouri. Reached AAA in affiliated ball. Just one game thus far for the Road Warriors. He did not allow a run or a hit, and he did not strike anybody out. So overall, excuse me, I was looking at his batting stats. 265 ERA in 15 games. And 17 innings pitched, 5 earned runs, and 15 hits allowed for Johnson.
AJ, who is the closer on this team now, came in game 1, blew the save, but picked up the win. He will face Dennis Phipps, Albert Cordero, Matt Chavez. Skeeters trailing 7-4. Phipps so far has walked, singled, and flied out twice. He is 1 for 3. First pitch here is in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes to count. AJ really has a great splitter as his out pitch. It was in the low 90s. Spent 4 years here with the Skeeters, a 2-time All-Star with Sugarland. The 1-0 is one, a fastball strike on the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Skeeters trailing 7-4 here. Swan is popped up shallow right center field. Melvin Rodriguez backpedaling. The second baseman reaches back and brings it down, and the Skeeters down to their final 2 outs here.
Wanted to give a thank you to Fort Bend Christian baseball legend Cade Moyes for tuning in tonight. Cade recovering from back surgery. Get well soon, Cade. Happy we could bring you the broadcast today, buddy.
So 2 outs, none on. Cordero will step in. Albert, the switch hitter, batting here from the left side. This one is chopped towards first. That one foul. Grabbed by the first baseman, Ruiz. Skeeters out hitting the Road Warriors 10-8, but they are trailing 7-4 here with 1 out and none on here in the bottom of the 9th. They're going to set up away here, and the 0-1. Swan had fouled up the left side, and this is when AJ gets difficult. He's ahead 0-2, and you're going to see that splitter here, either in this pitch or the next one. Splitter in the dirt. Tough to lay off of. Starts out in the strike zone, but hits the dirt before you can swing at. The 0-2. Swan is low and away, but fouled off by Cordero, staying alive 0-2. Now you can bet you're going to see that splitter right here. AJ 6'5" out there on the mound. The right-hander pitching from the stretch. The 0-2. This one fouled off. Cordero doing a nice job of staying alive here.
Cordero not going to go down easy. Loves to battle pitchers and just needs to wait for his right pitch. Got to get base runners here for the Skeeters. That's the key to get back in this game.
Need to get 2 aboard just to bring the tying run to the plate. Already 1 down. Swan hit into center field. That's going to fall in for a base hit. Now the Skeeters need 1 more runner to reach to bring the tying run to the plate. Matt Chavez will step in. He is 2 for 4. 2 singles, 2 RBIs. Matt came in 3rd in the league and hitting at .344. 2 home runs and 25 RBIs. Derek Norris is on deck. He's 1 for 4. Kyle Kibitz on double deck. He's 2 for 4. And Hawkins has a home run in this one. So some good hitters coming up. Skeeters will have their chance. Down 7-4 here in the bottom of the 9th. Trying to avoid going down 1-2 in this best of 7 series here at home. Skeeters now out hitting the Road Warriors by 3, 11-8. They set up inside here on Chavez. Swan and hit out to right field, but right after right fielder Fernandez, they'll bring it down for the 2nd out. And the Skeeters down to their final out here with 1 on, trailing 7-4 as Derek Norris steps in. Dino is 1 for 4. He has flying to right, grounded out to 3rd, singled, and then hit into a double play last time up.
Surprised Chavez swung at the first pitch. He's been taking some good ABs, couple hits tonight, but was aggressive in that approach, and just 1 pitch, 1 out for Johnson.
Norris came in batting .231, 3 home runs, 19 RBIs. They're going to set up low and away here on Norris, and this one is low and away for a ball, 1-0. AJ was looking for his 5th save of the year last time out against the Skeeters in game 1, but blew the save. As I mentioned, got the win. This one grounded to the 3rd. This might do it. Tough hop for Gomez. He goes a short route to 2nd, and that's the game as the Skeeters lose by a final score of 7-4. Take a look at the final line here. 7 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error for the Road Warriors. 4 runs, 11 hits, and 2 errors for the Skeeters. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back. We'll have the final numbers. Ryan Poster will have our player of the game. We'll have the post-game show. All that and more. We'll return on the Skeeters post-game show in a moment.
So there I was, just minding my own business when a hit and run. This guy came out of nowhere. Bam! And he just kept going. Thankfully, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance was there with the right auto coverage for how and where I drive. So I was on my way in no time to witness the hit and run that really matter.
Now that's a moment worth covering. 877 Farm Bureau.
Hey Skeeters fans, have a worry-free kids birthday party here at Constellation Field. You and your guests will have everything you need, including access to our picnic plaza, pool, food, cake, and so much more. The birthday child will be able to throw out the first pitch, get a jersey with their name and number, and we will sing happy birthday to them on the dugout. Join us at Constellation Field, where we will do all the work so you can enjoy the game.
Where can you go to beat the heat and enjoy some wonderful shade trees on the finest deck in Fort Bend? The answer is Dry Creek Social Club. They offer a large selection of craft beers, fine wines, and handmade cocktails. Relax and enjoy yourself indoors or outdoors. They also have a large dance floor and feature live music and a great atmosphere. Conveniently located nearby at 3333 FM 359 between the Swinging Door and Pecan Grove.
Come on over, 832-471-6668 for more information.
Welcome to the Skeeters post-game show. A disappointed Ira Lieben as the Skeeters lose 7-4. 7 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Road Warriors. 4 runs, 11 hits, and 2 errors for the Skeeters. The winning pitcher is Kelvin Villa, the former Skeeter. Back from the inaugural season, picks up his first win. He's 1-4. Andrew Johnson, also the former Skeeter, closes it. He gets his 5th save of the season. Brett Marshall, who started this one, and really U.S. went 2 1/3. He picks up the loss. He is now 2-3. Time of the game, 2 hours and 51 minutes in front of 3,685 fans here on a Super Splash morning game. Well, the Skeeters actually jumped out in front in this one. 2 leadoff walks. Walsh and Phipps led off the game, both at first on free passes. Then Albert Cordero had a bunt, runs on second and third. Matt Chavez singled. The Skeeters led 2-0, and it looked as if the Skeeters were off to a great start here, but a run in the top of the second inning, a leadoff home run by Jorge Fernandez, quickly made it 2-1. It was the third inning that really did the Skeeters in, as 10 men batted and 5 runs crossed, and they were up 6-2, and that would be the last time the Skeeters would ever lead in the game. The Road Warriors would get a run in the 5th. They would lead 7-2. The Skeeters got a run in the 6th and a run in the 8th, but lose by the final score of 7-4, and this is just not good Skeeters baseball right now. Well,
no, I mean, coming into this series, we were kind of talking off air before the first game. I said, this could be a really good opportunity for the Skeeters to get back in the division race with Lancaster. Maybe win 6 of 7, at least 5 of 7, and right now the Skeeters down 2-1 in this 7-game series just have not been playing good baseball. Tonight, Brett Marshall, after a disappointing performance in his last start, you're hoping for something better. Today, he gets pulled early, and the Skeeters just dug themselves too big of a hole to climb out of, down 7-2. So, yeah, very disappointing game. And, the Skeeters, we saw some fatigue on that road trip, and, you were telling me it was going to be tough for them to regain just get well rested quickly. And, we've seen that so far in this series, that they're just not looking like the Skeeters baseball we're used to here at Constellation Field.
Well, today, really, all 3 assets of their game not good. Outside of Kyle Winkler and Ben Rowan, the pitching was not good from start through the 7th inning or so. Actually, when you look at this game, it was Runsler pitched pretty well, as did Rowan and Winkler. So really, it was tough through the first 5 innings, and they had 3 pitchers, Brett Marshall, Ben Grisette, Tyler Levine, all who did not pitch very well. So again, you did not get starting pitching. You didn't get some relief that you needed to kind of bridge that to the later innings. Skeeters did not have a ton of runs, and it's not like they didn't get any hits. They got 11 hits. They hit the Road Warriors 11-8, but they are just not converting. And the Skeeters, really, kicked the ball around as well. 2 more errors here today. So all 3 facets were not good here today.
Yeah, a couple double plays. You mentioned the errors. They just weren't taking advantage. And in the first inning, it was looking good. Skeeters jump out to a 2-0 lead, and then they just fall apart after that. So, yeah, very disappointing performance here on Splash Day for the Skeeters.
Well, Ryan Bosner is ready with our player of the game, and I'm going to take it down. He is standing by with Melvin Rodriguez. Ryan.
Thank you, Ira. We're standing by here with Road Warriors second baseman Melvin Rodriguez, player of the game. Melvin, a couple hits for you today. What was working for you up there at the dish?
I was just let the ball get in my hands, so took my hands, so I hit the ball the other way today. Hot day,
You know what I mean? We've been grinding in the road all year, so I mean it's fun. We out here playing with these guys. It's an amazing ball club, amazing field, so we're just enjoying this.
Absolutely. You guys worked 9 walks in the first 5 innings. I mean, what does that say about the collective approach from you guys today?
We were calm today. Yesterday we had like 3 or 4 situations we didn't get the run, move the runner because we were swinging bad. So today we were calm, seeing the ball up and barrel.
Yeah, two wins in the last 2 games for you guys. You mentioned the nice field here at Sugar Land, getting to, the you guys' situation is pretty tough, but you get to stay here for a week. How much has that helped you guys? Obviously in a pretty rough situation you guys are in.
Yeah, but I mean it's better because we're not traveling. You know what I mean? We're staying here in a week. We can go now, rest, come early tomorrow, do our routine, maybe BP tomorrow again. So the hard thing about being the road is just like we don't have to, be our routines always on time. The bus ride sucks, you know what I mean? But we're still playing ball, you know what I mean? We got givens. I mean, we're just blessed.
Absolutely. As Melvin Rodriguez, 2 hits today. Road Warriors come away with a 7-4 win over the Skeeters. Back to you, Ira.
Thanks a lot, Ryan. So this team, the Road Warriors, they had lost 6 straight coming in. Now they've won 2 of the first 3. And the Skeeters at home, they're going to go back out on the road when this ends, and they're going to place the Ducks in Long Island, which is never easy, and then the defending champ York Revolution. Skeeters really have to rally here through the last 4 games of this series.
Yeah, I mean, Melvin Rodriguez had a very good point. He said, we're used to 3-game series. Well, this is a 7-game series, so he's right. They're going to have a lot more rest, and he said they're really enjoying Sugar Land. They got the Marriott, didn't have to worry about a bus ride getting in here. They took a plane, so that could be playing a factor. I mean, this ball club has
no
a lot
doubt.
of
This is the 7 home games they're going to have all year,
Exactly.
basically, as far as they're concerned.
This ball club has some talent. They've just had a lot of fatigue and having to play every single game on the road. But this being a 7-game series is going to really help them out, and we've seen that in the first 3 games. They took 2 of them. So you're right. I mean, the Skeeters, they're in a division race with Lancaster right now. I'd say the Skeeters, if they want to gain some ground, really have to win the remaining 4 games of this series, take it 5-2. But they got to be a little bit better on both sides, offensively and defensively, if they're going to do that, Ira.
Well, with the loss, the Skeeters are now 25-18, and the Road Warriors are 11-31. And if Lancaster wins tonight, the Skeeters will once again find themselves 5 games back as the first half is dwindling down quickly. And Will, final thoughts on this one?
Final thoughts, just another good showing by the Road Warriors. Got to give them a lot of credit. They battled again. They're down 2-0, come back and really take a commanding lead in this game. Skeeters were just too big of a hole to come back. But tomorrow, with the pitching matchup, I'd say the Skeeters definitely have the advantage, sending out Dallas Beeler on the mound against Giovanni Soto just as a 5.01 ERA, and then Connor Wade, of course, pitching the next game. So Skeeters definitely have the pitching advantage the next couple days. We'll hope they can live up to their expectations.
Well, that's going to do it for us here. Skeeters lose this one by a final score of 7-4. Tomorrow, back to the regularly scheduled time at 7:05. We'll be on the air at 6:45 for the pregame show. Skeeters will send out Dallas Beeler 2-1 with a 1.97 ERA. The righty will take on Southpaw and former big leaguer Giovanni Soto 1-2 with a 5.01 ERA.
You know what also is happening tomorrow?
You're going to be in the booth with me?
The Incredibles come out tomorrow night.
There you go. Oh, for my broadcast partner who is very excited to see the Incredibles as we play the theme right here, Will Scott and Ryan Poster. This is Ira Lehman saying so long here from Sugar Land. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and we will see you tomorrow night.